and welcome back to Icewindale. When we last left the Icewind Trekkers, they had decided to leave the Dwarven outpost and head up the mountain known as Kelvin's Cairn. And upon arriving at the base, you realized you had sunlight for the first time in however long, a little ray of hope on the horizon that illuminated your journey. And using Andy, you managed to scout out and find a base camp, presumably where this expedition set off from. And you could see a sort of rough pathway that they had mapped out up the mountainside. And it wasn't long before you encountered all the dangers of the mountain. It seems the sun had slowly began to melt one layer of the mountainside, and sure enough, these goats that were startled from earlier jumped around and dislodged in a massive sheet of ice that began an entire cascade, resulting in an avalanche burying half the party alive. Thankfully, with some quick spell use of Dust Devils, you managed to basically drill into the snow and blast it away with Eldritch Energy, freeing everyone except Wealgeist, who was buried some 30 feet away after they get knocked off. But it was thanks to Barritomus's stone cunning, he was able to sense his movements against the mountain, and yeah, you were able to free him just as in time. In fact, you emerged atop a polar bear he had managed to pull out of the bag of tricks, and said polar bear comes in handy in a bit. But yeah, you went up further over the perilous climb and discovered Garrett, who was one of the first members of this expedition. He looks like he'd taken a great fall from high up. He was heavily frostbitten and had severe hypothermia. He decided best to take him back down to the bottom, take a short rest, and talk to him. He did come to consciousness barely, and he told you that there were three others up on the mountain: a halfling, a Goliath, and a tiefling. And when you questioned him as to what happened, he said that there was a yeti that attacked the group, and he tried to lure it away, and he ended up going up to the top or to the side of this a ledge and then jumped off of it. Um, and just as he was asking him why you came up here, why this expedition was underway, is kind of when he started to pass back out. Um, Unbeknownst to you, it seems like his scent had been picked up by two crag cats. They ambushed you guys, but the polar bear managed to fend them off, as well as the walrus that you pulled out. Um, and yeah, this looks like a safer camp now. Oh yeah, the dogs have all run off. You fed them, you made them a little meal. The sled dogs that belonged to Garrett. Meanwhile, the rest of the party investigated a frozen cave. Inside, you found the bones of humanoids, skulls dug into the niches like trophies, and you even found half of a torso, frozen and disemboweled, and a broken battle axe laying in pieces on the ground. Obviously, this is the site of some sort of gruesome battle, but you had seen tracks outside, but on a nat one, you kind of figured maybe the Goliath had succumbed to hypothermia and gone insane. So you followed them in, calling out for their name, but instead of finding a Goliath, you discovered Perilu Fishfinger, who is the halfling, the Lightfoot halfling of the expedition. And she's sat here in a fetal position as this young little yeti tyke had been playing around with her, almost like as if she was a bull. And she's clearly in distress. She looks over to you, and I think she kind of quiveringly said something like, "No, no, 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 you'll wake." And then before she could say any more, you heard the loud thump, thump, as something around the corner heaved itself off of this bed of furs and bones, and round the corner, a powerful, muscular-looking yeti emerges, white fur, swept back horns, and a set of sharpened, bloody canines. This ferocious creature then protects the yeti tyke, who somehow like sees you guys as just a bigger threat. Jumps onto its back, and now it's basically like riding it like a piggyback. This yeti lets out a tremendous roar that shakes the entire cave. Little icicles fall from the ceiling and shatter around you. And that is exactly where we left off. So, Icewind Trackers, what are you going to do? I'm going to roll initiative and we'll go turn by turn because I know it could get hairy. But there we go. Ashanti, everyone roll. And we'll get some music.
Oh, good. I'm first.
What a waste! What a waste of a nat 20. I hate nat 20s on initiative. It just feels so bad unless you needed it to be top for some reason.
No, I can't
All
even
right.
see where the thing is. I think it's over here somewhere though. But I can't see where it is.
You are up first. You can hear it for sure. Round the corner, you can see like the spittle being flown across the room from its roar, and Barritomus is looking off directly to his left.
Yeah, I would be, yes. Directly. Wide-eyed.
Yeah, let's go 15 feet here. I don't see it still.
Mm.
You
can move your light.
I can move my light.
So I'd be looking like right to my west. So I'd be looking like this way. I don't know if you could see it.
That way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can bring that across. Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave the light over, and I'll leave this light over there loose and light the way back here. I'll do that. Okay. Let's try to hit it with stuff.
Yeah, combat it is.
That's what I was anticipating. So
yeah, that sounds about right. Hit it and run.
Hit it and run. That's not gonna do.
That's not hitting it. Oh god.
That won't do.
Let's just make it pass.
See, unfortunately, the chromatic orb scorches across the side of the cave, loosening rock and more skulls from the niches.
And then with my last 15 feet of movement, I'm going to move back this way. And I think I just want to double check if... yeah, okay. So that's my turn, because I moved the lights on as my bonus action.
Yeah. Upon seeing this hostile spell being flung at them, the Yeti brandishes its sharpened claws and begins to like thud its way towards you. Ashanti, what do you do?
Okay, Ashanti's gonna roar back. So as loud as the Yeti roar was, she is absolutely gonna roar and rage. So those are the first things that I am gonna do is roar back. I am gonna shout, Paralu, run, and I'm sorry, whatever her name. I don't know if I know her name yet.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at the halfling and I'm gonna shout, run. I'll cover you. And I am going to move right here so I can cover my friends and give her a path behind me. And I will then fire my crossbow at it. My brand new baby crossbow.
All right.
All All right, baby, you've got to work. You've got to work. You've got to work. Please, baby, work. Oh, it's so close. The 16 was right there. Okay. Then I'm gonna send Andy over to distract it, and I'm gonna say, Andy, attack. And so she's gonna fly over and use her talons just to distract him. Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay.
Use that nat 20 now.
If you would,
If
if you would like, Andy, rather than having an attack roll, you could give yourself advantage via the help action. So if you did say like, oh, I just wanted to distract it, not necessarily attack, then you could gain advantage on your next attack or someone else's attack. Okay. So that's another option.
Then I will do that. So she's gonna fly around it to try to distract it.
And would you like to give someone in particular the advantage, or just yourself? It's
whoever's next in the combat tracker.
So that'll be back to 607. Oh, Barry even. Yeah, okay. All right then, Barry, you're up. You see it's being distracted by the owl.
Let us try and knock it back. I'm gonna bonus action hex it. Yeah, let's do that first.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then Eldritch Blast.
You get advantage.
Oh, I do. I do.
Roll a d20.
I will.
All right. It's still a hit, and it has done the extra 6 necrotic damage from your hex. And what skill would you like to like debuff?
Strength. Because then if we do end up dragging it around the corner, we knock it off, and I will be saying that out loud.
Makes sense. All right then.
So 11 hit points, and I will be moving ass.
I'm guessing it got knocked back and slowed, right?
Yeah. Back by 10 feet and slowed by 10 feet.
Ashanti, Perilu is looking very distraught at this situation. She is also quite heavily exhausted, but if you'd like to just give me an intimidation check, because I want to see who she's more afraid of, the Yeti, or whether you can basically get through to her that she needs to get up and run. So give me an intimidation check.
I'm intimidating her? Oh, okay.
You're intimidating the Yeti, and that might snap her out of it. And you can do this with advantage, I think, because you're raging.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I only rolled one. Give me one.
That's okay.
Let me roll a second time.
Probably going to use the Yeti's strength for this.
Which now has disadvantage on. Or whatever hex does.
Right, sure. This is probably that was probably the start though. Either way, it looks like Perilu kind of snaps out of it. Your roar is louder than the Yeti's, and she sees this as an opportunity to get up and go. Now, with several levels of exhaustion, she can only get to here. She has to
like behind me. Okay.
Yeah, she like rolls off of this big, slab of cold stone, kicking over some random equipment as she goes. It's blood-stained clothing, and she, gets to the wall and catches her breath for a moment, and looks down the corridor. Okay, that's bringing it to the Yeti tyke. Huh. Shall I have it join the fight? I'll tell you what it's gonna do. The Yeti tyke climbs up to the top of the Yeti's head. And I need you to make an acrobatics check from Andy.
For Andy? Okay, acrobatics. All right.
That's a success. The Yeti tyke is curious and seems to be chasing all manner of little critters around Icewindale. This thing leaps up, tries to swipe at Andy and grab a hold of it, but Andy's too quick and like swoops around to the other side. There's a look of disappointment on the tyke's face. However, there is a look of absolute anger on the Yetis, and it is going to move up to you, Ashanti. You are raging. I should just point
And
and make sure you are actually raging.
right, and the Yeti,
Okay.
because I did an attack against the Yeti, it can't attack anybody else. It has to attack me.
Well, it doesn't have to, and you also have to hit to do that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
there's a couple of things.
I thought I had to just make an attack to force the ancestral guardians.
No. It has to get. I'm gonna check, see what's going on around here. Can I actually see you from here? Yeah, I can. You've both attacked it. I'm gonna roll to see who it goes for. Odds is 6 or 7 because your number is odd, and evens is Ashanti. Okay. Ashanti, it maneuvers into a position looking down the corridor. It seems as though it just can't reach it this turn, so instead turns around to you and swipes you with a claw. It's a miss.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's good because that would have hit me.
Holy shit, it does a lot of action. Oh my god.
Slashing is 11.
Oh my god, it does so much. Okay. Yeah, well, it doesn't look like I needed to roll that d6 because it has multi-attack. I didn't realize it could do both the chilling gaze as well, which is insane. All right.
Chilling gaze?
Oh no.
Yeah.
I
That just
remember that one.
shivers down everyone's spine. The second swipe comes in, Ashanti, showing no remorse. Oh my lord. However, its claws scrape across the stone just above your head. In its anger, it turns around, and 6 or 7, you see its cold, blue, piercing eyes. There's a chill that runs through your circuitry. I need you to roll a Constitution save.
Me or 607?
It's the... Oh no. It's the robot. You feel all your joints freeze up as rime and frost grows over them, and you feel like your body is stiffened. You look down at your feet. You can see just your feet have been frozen to the ground. You are paralyzed for 1 minute.
For 1 minute?
You repeat the save at the end of your turn, okay? But yeah, it's pretty rough.
So I'm just there. I can't do anything.
I'm afraid not, unless you can, unless anyone has a way of breaking out of paralysis, which I don't think Barry has, but that's its full go. It's back to 6 or 7. You have to repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn. And also, I just realized being paralyzed means you lose concentration as well.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. It's rough. All your lights suddenly go out.
So I guess all I do is roll the Constitution saving throw, right?
That's right.
Nope.
I'm afraid.
Goodbye, everybody.
Fail. Oh no.
All right, let's start looking
Ashanti.
at the characters.
Shit. Ashanti, you're up.
Is the Yeti considered flanked because I'm on one side and Perilou's on the other?
Perilu is not showing any threat to the Yeti. She's backed up against a wall, fearing for her life, and she has no weapons in hand either. I'm afraid.
All right. And I am going to tell. Actually, I'm going to take a swipe with my halberd first. So,
Okay. Are you making this reckless or normal?
Normal.
Normal. Okay.
Think. What are the differences again?
You get advantage on all your attacks, and then until the start of your next turn, all attacks have advantage against you.
Okay. Since I got an 18, I'm gonna go normal right now. But
Yeah,
I hit it,
that's
right?
fine. You did. You should
And
have dealt some damage. You have it targeted.
oh,
It's okay. I'll do it manually. So 13 plus 2, 15 slicing damage. Slashing even? My bad. That's a heavy hit.
yeah, because
You
I
open up
did
a
slicing,
big
not
wound on it.
puncturing.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great. You've actually done a decent wound to it, and you can see its fur is now drenched in its own blood.
Okay, and I am going to tell Andy to attack. So, whoops, where'd Andy go? There's Andy. So, just to fly around it to hopefully disorient it and, um,
Okay.
distract it. Hopefully, it'll back up if Andy is flying in front of it and flapping her wings.
Okay. Is this the help action? To give someone else advantage?
Sure. Barritomus is next, I believe.
You got it. All right, Barry, you're
Right.
next, and you would also see Ashanti's spirit, ancestral guardians appear around the yeti just faintly, and they are harrying them as well.
Nice. So I'm going to move to here. I'm going to grab a stun 607 and move him to here, behind the wall, because he can't move, so he can't stop me from doing it.
Yeah, that's true. It's just like I think he's more like frozen to the ground from the chilling gaze. But I'll tell you what, just give me a quick strength check. If you can do this, I'll let you.
Is
have
this
it
an
for
action
free.
or
No, it's free.
a strength check?
Yeah, athletics.
Oh, athletic. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. It's all the same.
Okay. Yeah, you can move him there.
So move him
You
there.
basically break him from the floor. The ice like snaps from his feet, and you're able to drag him to the corner.
Just like, stay there, buddy. And I'm gonna give this guy a good old Eldritch Blast. With an extra D6. So 12 damage, knock him back 10 feet, hold him back by 10 feet. And I think
Okay.
so I moved one forward.
Would you like to roll another d20 just to see if you crit?
Oh yeah, that.
I think you would have had advantage.
No.
That's all right.
So I
Okay,
moved
no problem.
forward 5 feet, moved him 10 feet, moved across 5 feet, that's 20, then moved back 5 feet, so that's...
And the hex did 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'd be my
Ooh,
movement.
man.
That's as much as I can do.
The yeti is actually looking incredibly wounded after this. Slams back into the wall, and the yeti tyke who's on its back, so like falls away from him, or her rather, and like lets out a little yelp, which only infuriates the yeti more.
I shout to Perilu to come on.
Okay, she is gonna disengage. Move
Shouldn't-
like 20 feet here.
Shh. Oh, is it still? Was he still in reach of it?
Mhm.
Damn.
Okay, so she like ducks down away from the creature, but yeah, she's struggling. You can see she's like breathing heavily. She's limping. She does not look like she's well. Okay. So the Yeti tyke panics as it's like fallen off of its mother and is actually going to take the hide action. Yeah, it jumps into the bundle of furs and equipment and just buries itself into the spoils. Okay, the Yeti's turn. It gets back up to Ashanti, and it would have disadvantage on everyone else here at this point, I think.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm... Actually, 1 second. Good maneuver here. Nah. No, you've done a good job of moving back behind the wall there. The Yeti's just going to go up to you, Ashanti, and it's going to actually start with its chilling gaze first on you. Can you make me a Constitution save, please?
On is your good thing, I think, isn't it?
Please,
You
please,
should
please.
be.
It should be. It should be. She's a barbarian.
Oh,
That's
there
a
you
save. You're good.
Okay.
You two feel like the numbing sensation. It is only 13, yes. The cold creeps along your skin, but your orcish half-blood boils hotter.
I missed it by 1. I missed the save by 1.
You did.
Well, it's unfortunate.
Oh my god.
Shanti, you're taking a beating, but nothing you haven't had from Wild. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh lord, there's a crit. Holy shit. You tank the crit with impressive, stalwart defense. Somehow you're still standing after this claw rips across your chest. Wow, thank god for raging, huh? Yeah, you only took 13 instead of the full 18. It's some of its cold damage, so that's a pretty nasty hit. The Yeti is still just as dangerous, even perhaps when it's on its last legs. 6 or a 7. Can you break out of the chilling gaze? You're
Nope.
one short. No, no. Oh my god! If you know what, if someone was here with resistance, holy shit, that would have been a save. Ashanti, you're up.
Twice in a row.
Oh, I don't have. I'm not a bard. I forgot.
I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna see my own blood, and I'm gonna roar again. And as I roar, I am gonna take the biggest swing at him.
Oh. It's a slicing hit.
Right.
So you're dealing 13 in total.
Yes.
Which is actually its health. Ashanti, how do you want to do this?
Hell yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I am.
You did it.
I am just absolutely furious, and I had swung high, and I didn't decapitate it, but I did hit its main artery in its neck.
Oh
And
god, you're sprayed with its blood.
Yes, it staggers and then falls down. And
Kind of collapses off of the side of the stairs here.
And I roar one more time before thinking I'm gonna collapse myself. So.
All right. With that, 6 or 7, you can give me another save, and
I'll just come out.
I'm gonna end the combat.
I'd be coming out to do my next attack, and I'm just like, oh. All right then. Well, that was a strange Goliath.
In what way? I've never seen one of these before.
Oh, jeez.
You snap out
Okay,
of
lights
it.
back up. It's lights back up. Let's get the lights back up. I can't see shit.
It's a very hairy
Where is he?
Goliath.
Where is he? Where is he?
He's dead now.
Oh shit.
I'll be using.
Perilu corrects you and says, "No, no, no, that's just the mother. We should
I'll
get out of here."
I'll go looking for the type.
You can certainly try.
'Cause I've got my
You didn't.
stone thing.
You didn't see where it went.
No, but
Um,
I've got the thing up still, the stone cunning.
that's true.
Hey,
That's just.
It
You mean just the mother? Does that mean there's another one here?
yeah,
Yes,
that's what I was gonna
it's a
ask.
father.
Okay,
Oh,
let's leave.
Barry, roll me a
let's
perception check.
let's get out of here.
Okay. Would it be with advantage because of the stone thing, or?
If it was moving, I would say you just don't even need to roll.
Okay.
But it isn't moving right now.
Oh, okay.
Hmm. You
8.
look
8 is still
over
decent.
8. So looking around this cave, it is filled with trophies. You can see bits of flesh still cling to some of the bones. There's skulls that have been ripped from their sockets, gnawed and stuffed into niches. In this den, there is a lot of equipment. Some of it's broken and bloodied, but amongst it, you see. What is there? There's 2 cold weather clothing, heavily blood splattered, and there's like a mess kit. There's the like shattered remains of a dog sled, and there's even like an explorer's pack that's kind of been emptied, opened, and like strewn across the floor. But all and amongst all of this rubble and wreckage, you don't see the tyke.
Uh,
It's
the
pretty well
cold weather,
hidden.
clothing, is that just blood splattered, or is it torn to shreds?
Yeah, no, that's
Right.
just blood splattered.
Okay.
The only thing that's hmm.
As they're discussing this, I'll just go and grab the cold weather clothing, and then
And the explorer's pack, or
it's empty in it, so there's nothing in it. So
it it's emptied onto the floor. You'd have to like pick it up piece by piece and put it back in the bag. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'll do that then. Just to
Let's get going.
Okay.
Let's get going.
Yeah,
I
this is
have
gonna
to
take a
agree.
minute.
I am not staying if you're going to be picking up an explorer's
no,
pack.
no, I'll just grab the cold weather clothing. Then
I
I'm not taking.
am. I'm
You
not
got it.
risking my life for an explorer's pack.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's fine. Perilu follows behind and says, They left a while ago. They, it usually goes hunting."
Did it
Footsteps.
leave the cave? Oh god,
Okay.
did it leave?
Yes.
It left the cave. Okay, we need to get to the bottom, and we need to rest up before this has been gone bad.
Yeah, if we're taking on another, did anyone else survive? Wasn't the 3 of yous and the guide?
Mm, yes, yes. She says, Asterix is up somewhere on the mountain. As for as for my Goliath friend,
Oh, we
she
found
sort of
him.
shakes her
Don't worry.
head. Yeah, she does kind of like say a somber word to herself, like when as she passes by one of the bodies in here. Um, okay, Ashanti, sorry, I'm catching you up real quick. You were the others, right?
Yeah, yeah. Andy and I
Okay,
both.
all
Do
right,
you
got
need
it.
do you need this potion, Ashanti, or are you all right to hold on?
I'll hold on until we get down the mountain. Let me see
Ah,
if I
epic
can just
spies.
stop for just a minute, and we don't have any other issues. But let's get down the
Mm,
mountain.
As you are exiting this cave here, 607, there is a cold chill rushes across, blowing some of the snow. But very clearly, you can see there is a second set of tracks that exits out of the cave that you took note of before. And now, coming back on said tracks, you
Oh
see
no.
something approaching. A full white furred coat is whistling in the cold breeze.
Harry, yes, I'd love to have that potion. Thank you very much.
As you hear 607 say this. Like, oh
Yeah.
no.
You would say, oh god, you gotta be kidding me.
So
With
this
daddy
is a
foam.
healing potion?
Yeah,
Yes.
2d4 plus 2.
Do I have time to take a healing potion as well?
I think the Yeti sees you guys, lets out a roar as just as loud as the one heard inside the cave. It must have heard it at this point. But at the sight of the Yeti, it sees you, you see it, and I'm afraid that is a roll for initiative. So hold up with the potion. I know you want to quaff these as quick as possible, but should have done it before I mentioned a Yeti. I'll be real. Sorry.
Okay.
I had one too, and I was thinking about drinking it, but I didn't.
Early kind of tried to warn you, but yeah.
We did try to get out of there.
I know.
I need to go before the Yeti.
The Yeti goes on a 3. I'm rolling real bad for this. So yes, you do get to go. Everyone's first. So if you did want to still quaff it, you got that chance. Oh, yeah. Barry, you're up. Oh, sorry, yes.
Sorry. Just for Mike, is the drinking the potion of healing, is that an action or bonus action?
It is an act. It's an action.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Barry.
607. Are we still going forwards or backwards?
Backwards. Okay.
You crazy guys.
But I hand the potion to Ashanti first, so she can take it.
Got it.
You
got it.
Back and then dash. Yep.
You got it. 6 or a 7.
Yeah, I gotta drink this.
Eyes.
I think it's too close to me. I don't like how close it is. I gotta drink this potion of healing.
What? How close is it?
It's real close.
Max.
That's me back up to full. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah, I gotta run back in. 25.
Oh, I think I have a heart for this.
Back there. Where's Barry gone?
Oh yeah. I should mention it's got like it's got like a goat under its arm as well. Here you go. There's a nice cool picture of it.
Jesus. Oh yeah, that's me. That's exactly me. By the way. Oh shit. He looks angry.
100%.
Where is?
Oh my god.
Which way did you go?
I don't like the name Chris because I know what one of those is.
Oh no, that's the thing Llewellyn was afraid of.
Is
I
there
remember now.
a difference between an abominable
Yes.
Yeti and a Yeti?
Yeah.
There's a massive difference.
The difference is
sort of
between
like
between what we just did and dying.
That basically, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ashanti, I'm just gonna go to 6 or 7. You're just doing the lights, yeah. Ashanti, you're
Yeah,
up.
I'm just doing moving my lights around a little bit. But otherwise I'm done. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna drink the healing potion.
You got it. So, you're nearly max. Yeah. Here you go. I'll add it for you.
Thanks.
I think he's still too close.
The regenerative magical elixir closes up your wounds, and you see the scab across your chest. Just
is he abominable
rose.
Yeti?
You don't know that it's a Yeti or an abominable Yeti. You don't know what.
Where's the art though?
Oh.
Art?
Did I not?
You showed it. I closed it, and now I'm trying to find it again.
Oh, okay. I can show you. Again.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna move just a little bit, so I'm out of line of sight of it, and pull Andy back with me. But I don't want to move too far because I need 607 and Paraloo to get back in the cave behind me.
Yeah.
So if we're retreating back into the cave, I'm gonna try to be out of direct eyesight, but not so far away that I can't cover them.
You don't want to be where I am, which is right in its eyesight.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Yeti stomps its way around the corner. Could dash. Nah, it's not. It sees prey, and I think once again, let me just check something. If the target succeeds in the saving throw, the effect ends. Ooh.
Oh, am I immune to it for the next 24? Oh.
You are, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna dash instead. I'm just gonna have it rush forward, charges, bull rushing into the fray. No, it
doesn't know that.
That's what I'm doing anyway. Paraloo freaks out, runs back with a disengage. Barry, you're up.
All right then. I am going to. I can't see it right now. I'm gonna.
You can. There's a light on it. Oh yeah, you're behind a wall.
No, I mean like before I was behind the wall, I couldn't see it. So if I was to move 5 feet forwards and then I still can't, and I want to be able to get behind the wall. So yeah. Yep. There's not really much I can do where I am, where I would not be in danger of dying. Yep.
Okay. Anything else?
Just nothing I can do until it gets into view. Basically, I will hold an action for Eldritch Blast if
There's technically a dancing light on it, so you should be able to see it.
Oh, let me go back. No, I can only see up to here.
It's probably because I got tremor sensor on you.
Maybe that's it.
Let me turn you back to dark vision.
Oh, all right then. Okay, right. Yeah, I can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to transfer hex. Yeah, that's 90 feet. I should be able to reach that. Yeah.
Okay.
Transfer hex
On strength?
over to same, strength, and I'm gonna blast it then. But not with that much.
No. Sorry, buddy.
No. That's all right. I did my best.
Okay. It is 6 or 7 to go.
Is he right up on me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. That dark vision.
Yeah, it's roaring in your face.
I can actually see it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I can. Okay, so that's not gonna help. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, let's only one thing to do. Tried and tested.
Zap right into its big frame that's blocking the entire cave's entrance, and sparks skitter across the rocks. Love it. That's also means he can't take another reaction. So
I succeeded.
He succeeded.
Yes, but he can't take a reaction still.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Regardless of whether it hits or not.
Can't take a reaction. which means I can run away.
Correct.
I can try to run away. He's gonna catch up to me though.
It might look that way, yeah.
Okay, well, force him to make a choice. Chase after me,
Okay.
or chase after the people on the other side.
Correct. But Shocking Grasp is an action to disengage, but you get like 3 damage, right? That's how I've ruled it. I think Shocking Grasp needed that little boost, because otherwise...
Oh, can't take reactions until the start of his next turn? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
my
never knew
change
that
to it.
about this spell. Oh, that's your change, okay.
It used to,
Okay.
only if it failed the save, would it get no reaction, but I've made it just standard. So like, no matter if you fail or succeed, it loses its reaction.
Okay, so as I'm running away, I'm sort of moving gears and things on my wrists and my body, and that's my restoring spell slots with my sorcery points.
All right, no problem. Oh yeah, and I've also made it a save instead. Okay, sorry, Ashanti, you're up.
Okay, this is my last rage, guys, of the day. So, if I
You're
rage,
still raging.
oh, I still, thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I am going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and take a big giant swing at him. So 607 and Paraloo have time to get away. So, Halberd slicing, come on, baby, don't let me down. Oh, I slip on the ice and don't make it. Oh my goodness. Man, I was not moving well.
No.
So, and then I'm going to have Andy attack because there's nobody here to help.
I mean,
well, you can help someone at range. You can still do that.
Yeah.
So no, you can actually help someone. So if Andy does like a distracting help action, they can still help someone at range, like 6 or 7, or even Barry, or even yourself. The only prerequisite is that it is in 5 feet of the thing it's harrying. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have her help me on my next turn then, because I'm right there.
Okay,
everybody else is far enough away, so Andy's gonna help me.
You got it. All right. Andy swoops around behind it, starts like pulling and pinching on some of its neck for the Yetis go. God. Well, Ashanti, I was having it probably go up to 6 or 7, but now you're right here and in its gaze. I'm gonna start with. Do I paralyze you? No, I'm gonna claw you. See what we get. 18 hits. Oh, again, that whoosh of cold in its claws digs deep into your wound. Another one. That one misses, unfortunately. All right. And Barry, you went behind the wall there. Let's do this again. 6 or 7, it does turn its gaze on you, but it finds no way to freeze you this time. You are indeed immune to the chilling gaze.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
That is important.
That might have saved my life, because I think his wound's probably worse.
And it'll just move in this space here. All right, that's its go. Paraloo is also going to run back again for a second time. She only gets to here though. All right, Barry.
Barry pops out. Barry's just shouting down, "We need to knock it in!"
Knock it
Gotta
in
book it.
where?
Into the giant hole.
Yeah, into the... Or if it chases us into the...
Okay, I see what y'all are saying. On either side of the bridge.
Yeah. My plan was if it chased after 6 or 7 and got to here, I was going to knock it in, but... Oops. Oh, the yellow lights. Oops. That
Oh,
wasn't
you're
meant to-
way up there.
Yeah.
That's
Plus...
a hit.
Only 2 damage
You
plus...
killed a light.
6 damage.
Another 4. Right? Okay, cool.
6 damage altogether. And then I am going to have nothing that I can do. That's that. Oh god. That's my turn.
Okay. Cool.
Safe behind the
Sure.
wall of safety.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll back it up, back it up, back it up. I can't get around the corner. Target him. Target him. Let's see if this one actually hits.
Yes.
He
That is a hit.
probably. Which one would be good? He's probably immune to cold damage, right? Probably doesn't like fire too much. Let's go fire.
Not fire. Oh no! This thing's fur singes and sets ablaze momentarily, and it lets out this almost pained and terrified scream.
Is he vulnerable to fire?
It's something to fire. It definitely lets out like that terrify like roar. It's like simian in nature. Okay, that's interesting to know. All right, anything else?
Does it create light if it's on fire?
Bonus
just momentarily.
action. I can't see the light over there. I'm just gonna move for a second so I can see my light. I'm gonna move it back a little bit here. I have 5 more feet of movement. See if I can duck around the corner
Yeah,
here.
if we
Actually,
both
no, I'm
do
gonna stay.
this...
Actually, no, I'm gonna stay out in front. I want to be able to see Ashanti.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
no,
we
that's the end of
both
my
do
turn.
the same thing, we've got this. Maybe.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, Ashanti.
Oh, maybe I'll move to here since I was the 5 feet of movement.
Is he on fire?
No, it just burnt away his fur.
Okay. All right then. I have no way of taking advantage of that except to take another huge. Actually, I'm gonna use puncturing this on this attack. So come on, puncturing. Come on.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh, that's good damage.
Does puncture him. Oh my goodness.
So I take the pull my helmet back and swing as hard as I can, and trying to push him back a little bit away from me.
You could, if you wanted, you can use your bonus action to use it in snare, and then try and shove him.
Okay. How do I do that?
So give me an athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
And I have to make one with disadvantage. Why, you ask?
Is it the fire?
It might be. The fire, it doesn't seem to be all that concentrating on the combat, what's taking place right now. Its flailing limbs offered no defense as you strike into it and shove it back with your glaive.
Okay.
You can shove it, or you want to shove it that way.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it over to the narrow part of the bridge.
Across the bridge. Yeah, you got it.
So, and she's a halberd, not a glaive.
My bad.
Is this a sword?
Is that a flail? Yeah. Okay. Well, that sets up a big disaster for the Yeti. Okay. Again, back behind the wall, are we, Barry? Ashanti, make a Hold on, I'll do it now. Make a Constitution save as I try to use Chilling Gaze on you. Wait, you're immune to this as well, aren't you?
She succeeded. She succeeded the first one on one of them.
That's what I remember. You're also immune to this.
Again.
No, I can't do anything.
Really good. Oh man.
Okay. Well,
I'm raging, so it's just because I'm raging, and I'm not thinking through everything.
Shanti moves back up to you and goes again with his furious set of swipes. But again, the fur that's all been singed away from it, it looks like it's in agony. And yeah, as I expected, he found its weakness.
Yeah, well,
it's
doing that.
It shows some endeavor to fight on, but it's more like trying to pat itself out and like rub snow in the wounds. This thing is just absolutely terrified of fire, it looks like. Barry, you're up.
We'll make you feel sad. I'll feel bad about killing you.
Fire, Barry, fire.
Okay. I will use the only thing I've got, because I don't have fire. I shake back down. That's
oh god, it crit him as well. 2d6 for the hex.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does the hex double as well?
Mm-hmm.
All your dice double, yeah.
So 22 damage. And it's knocked back 10 feet and it's slowed down 10 feet, but I don't know if that matters. But at least then Ashanti can move up.
Barry, in actual fact, how do you want to do this? That sick burn from earlier plus the crit is actually enough to kill him. Oh, you want to flavor it with your knockback on the bridge? No. It's like flailing around, like.
No, I have an idea.
Go on.
It will flail, but the chicken foot striked it right in the throat, and it just suffocates and dies.
Oh god.
It dies on chicken foot.
Jesus. Okay.
So much so that you went robot.
Yeah, you went really crackly there, Chris.
608?
Yeah, it did. It's gargled.
No.
Gargled choking is the only thing you hear as finally it thumps onto the ground, dead.
Well, now we have 2 Yeti pelts we can take with us.
I'll prestidigitation to take the fire. It seems like it's on fire. I'll put the fire out.
Yeah.
Maybe we can save some of the pelt a little bit.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, y'all.
Do that?
Barry, are you up here somewhere?
There's
you are.
a third one. There's another Yeti, y'all.
What do you mean there's another Yeti? There's the mom, there's the dad, there's the little one.
The little
Is there
one,
a fourth
yeah.
one?
No, there's the little one. And we either need to kill it clean or figure out how to take it with us, because it should not be left here to starve.
I think we should
I think given the fact that it may have just seen us kill its mom and dad.
And it might grow up to kill others like its mom and dad. I mean, look at this place. There's bones everywhere.
I know, and I normally don't want to kill the younglings, but I'm not gonna leave it here to starve to death. That is beyond cruel.
Okay, I guess we are. go look for it then. But at least there's no more, right? There's no like brothers and uncles, Perilu.
No,
Where's
I
Perilou?
didn't really get the whole family tree.
Okay.
I just remember 3. That's all.
Where's Perilou?
Okay.
How did
Perilou's over here.
Perilou.
I
Oh, there
think-
she is. Okay.
How did you survive in the cave? Why didn't they eat you?
Yeah, that's a good
Don't
question.
know.
Are you Yeti? Are you a Yeti, Perilou?
No. I think the Yeti type found it fun to sort of batter me around, and maybe the mother had some sort of mercy on me because I was entertaining the small one. But they didn't see me as really a threat. I think they saw me as like a child. And it's at this point, Ashanti, you realize your own mistake. Yeah, this is a fully grown halfling.
Oh,
Just that they look so meek and innocent, baby faced, that they probably saw it as a youngling. I think Yeti have been known to like adopt young children who have got lost in a blizzard before. I've heard stories. Maybe that's what they thought I was, just a helpless child. Didn't think my size would actually help out for once.
all right.
But
well,
here we are.
What do you think?
Ashanti, why don't you and Perilou stay at the entrance here, and you can guard it
Okay.
in case it doubles back, and Barry can go one way. I'll go across this bridge here,
You,
and
Geist. You heard the rules.
and we'll search that way. You block the entrance, and we'll go opposite directions here and see if we can find it.
Yeah, I still have my stone cutting up because it lasts 10 minutes. So if it does move, I know where it's gone. If it's still hiding, we're looking. So
yeah, well, with the fight, it may have gone different directions. So I'm gonna search around this side. You go that room where we were fighting the other one before.
What the hell
All
are
right.
those rules?
I gotta bring my
As you're
lights with me.
searching, give me a perception check. And yeah, Ashanti.
607.
def-
Before you leave, can you cast mending, right?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I don't have mending.
15 is not bad.
Afraid
Must
not.
be Hulla.
Hulla
Yeah,
might have
maybe.
mending.
Yeah, I'll have her fix my cold weather gear when we get down to camp.
Yeah, you hear the
Instead-
footprints of your family, your
Family?
other party members arriving. Yeah, I don't know why I said family.
With a polar bear.
They are like a family. Yeah. Oh, and a giant polar bear as well.
Yeah,
I
because
almost forgot about him.
guys staying walking up the mountain here for all day. I've got like 15 foot of
Perilou
movement at the
says,
moment.
Are these friends of yours? You
Yes.
can come onto the map now. You want?
Hulla, Geist, Yeti.
Sorry?
What?
What's going on?
Yeti. We found a family of Yetis.
Oh, good.
And an adult halfling. This is an adult halfling.
I
That's
know what
quite clear.
happens.
These are my friends, Geist and Hulla. Hulla, can you cast mending?
I don't have mending. What? No.
I thought one of us did. I'm gonna have to sew up my cold weather gear when we get back to camp.
If you wait
I
till
might have a needle and thread.
I actually do have needle and thread, and I know that I can gain the ability to be able to know how to use it.
Okay, well, 607 and Barritomus are searching for the young Yeti. This appears to be a family group of, I was told it's a female, and then this enormous male. The way we survived the male was 607 set it on fire, and it seemed to get totally distracted from everything. And I was able to give it a good puncture. Barritomus was able to kill it off with one of his spells. And you can see it right behind me, but they're still looking for the young Yeti, and maybe the polar bear could help with that.
When you
Yeah.
say young, do you mean like baby or do you mean like teenager?
It
Yeti.
was riding the back of its mother, and it was little bitty. So I think it's a baby, but I'm not gonna let anybody leave it up here to starve to death. We've killed both of its parents,
Oh, so we're
and
killing it too?
we're either gonna have to take it with us or kill it. And given that it's seen us kill both of its parents, I don't think it's gonna go willingly with us.
Right.
But if y'all can go in and help 607 and Barritomus, maybe the polar bear can help sniff it out.
Alright.
Too bad we don't have
Can
bits
go
on
in?
us. Yeah.
Right, polar bear. Polar bear does get advantage on scent-based checks,
Does.
so I'm gonna have it. So that
I'm gonna
Sure.
follow the
Yep.
polar bear.
I'll just roll 2d.
I'll roll a. Oh, okay. Roll 2d20 plus 3. Which keep
I'll
bias,
just roll
obviously.
the. So 6.
So 16 plus
6
3.
So 19.
That's actually spot on what you needed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the
Damn.
Yeti. You saw me roll it earlier. I rolled a 19 on my stealth check.
Yeah, but that was like
Pretty
10 minutes
crazy.
ago.
Sure, and he hasn't moved in 10 minutes. And I wouldn't say 10 minutes, more like 1 minute.
I mean,
The polar bear does sniff around, and God, there is some awful smells in this refuse pile. But amongst the blood-stained, tattered, cold-weather clothing, you see this polar bear like pouring at something like a big stash of splintered wood and pots. Looks like old camping gear, and it's like.
Alright. Alright, smash the wood out the way, polar bear, and let's see what we see.
Okay. You smash open the the polar bear does, rips open this old tent, and you see a small little furred creature, a simian in nature, with 2 little horns protruding out of its furry white head, and it lets out kind of like a shriek, like. It seems panicked and terrified, and it tries to like clamber away.
I'd see 607 do that, and I guess I make my attack as well.
Oh God!
I didn't need to, but okay.
Your attack doesn't even get to connect, Barry. I'm afraid.
I just knock it into a wall.
The firebolt takes it out immediately. It tries to find a new hiding spot. It's blasted back and into a scattering of bones.
No idea where anyone is, because I'm technically in there, but I don't actually know where in there is.
I hear the commotion, and a single tear goes down Ashanti's eye.
That
Doesn't
wasn't
like killing little things.
that wasn't ideal, but the likelihood is it was going to grow up and do
Kill a
well.
bunch of people?
Well,
Well,
I
this,
know,
yeah.
I know necessity, but it doesn't make it any easier. As much as I love little things, so.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose for the
wanna-
little one at least we can, as it was innocent, we could at least dig at a grave or something in the snow. For the big ones, we should probably skin them and take what we can.
Do you need to do like? Do you want to do like a prayer or something for it, Hulla? Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. When it
I
comes
think
to...
I would like to do that. I think that.
Yep.
I think I would.
Geist will join you in that prayer.
And I'll pass him. I pass Barry and say, "You okay with that? You just."
Yeah, I mean.
Are the players okay with that? Look at this.
I just think that if
so
some
cute,
other
so deadly.
creature came across my child and thought it was a monster, then I bet they would probably do the same thing. But I'll grab the tyke and
there's one of the lights. You can actually see.
Oh. Oh, there you are.
Guy's like stumbling around on this bridge, nearly falling down an 80-foot chasm.
I'd technically be on the back of the polar bear the entire time, but I wasn't moved with it. So I was just trying to find the actual path through the cave.
Yeah, that's fair. Here you go. I'll put you on the follow on them there.
Yeah.
All right. So you exit out of the cave and back into the mountainside. I'll just take you there.
I almost got there on my own.
While y'all were hunting for the Yeti, did y'all find anything
Lowe's tree
other than an explorer's pack in there?
Oh yeah,
I think they look pretty destroyed. Torn apart.
I can have
covered
a
in
look.
bones.
There was two sets of cold weather clothing that was just bloody.
Serviceable, yeah.
Yeah.
You could change into that Ashanti whilst I repair yours when we get back down.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, if someone could clean this at least. Can you do your Presti thing?
Yep, I can clean.
Hey presto.
Yeah, hey presto. That's what it was.
What am I cleaning?
Two sets of cold weather clothing.
Oh, okay. I'll clean those. I'll also like warm myself up a little bit because I'm still probably a little wet. I'll probably dry and warm myself up while this is all going on.
And I'll give one to Ashanti while hers is damaged. Okay. And then we'll bury the little Yeti underneath this tree here.
All right. You pull away the snow and make a shallow grave.
Oh, there's another cave up here. Hey.
Oh no, that's just a bit of.
That's probably
like a cave, but
that's probably the other entrance.
I didn't see another entrance. It just does a little circle in here. There's no other entrance. That's all.
Yeti was carrying a dead goat. Do we want to take the dead goat back down to camp and have dinner?
Yeah.
Isn't there one more party member missing?
Yeah, and did we want to skin the Yetis?
Yeah, we do want to skin the Yetis.
Yeah, we probably do. I can assist, but I'm probably not going to be as good as I normally am at this kind of thing.
I'm going to say one of them is. It's their pelt is completely ruined from the fire blast.
Well, we can take some horns and fangs and claws.
Okay. Anyone who wants to try and harvest the Yeti can give me a survival check.
I'll try it.
I'll
assist. Can I advantage?
No. Okay, you do it.
Has anyone got? I think
I've got it. I've got.
Yeah, if someone else
had
if someone else has survival, they can roll, and then if they get the DC, then you can roll with advantage.
Oh God. I can try.
I've got survival. Let me try so we can save you.
Yeah.
Guys.
Well, I'm only at +1, so at the moment because that's a good roll.
17.
There you go.
Okay, so yes, you can have advantage.
Woot.
Nice, 22.
Which helped a lot. 22, you can harvest the pelt from the mother, the claws and horns from the others, and you can write down like your Yeti pelt and trophies if you wish. You might be able to get a bit of pennies for these. After all,
just bragging rights, really, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
I'll put it into the vehicle.
Okay. Yes. Good.
So.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you want to write it into chat and then I can copy it in?
Just write Yeti pelt and claws and horns.
How many claws and horns?
Yeah, 2 sets.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I got it then.
2 4 horns and 10 claws each. So 20 claws.
We say
we just do it as sets. Yeah.
Yeah, we say sets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
6 or 7. You've gone up a little bit ahead. You can see there is a frozen waterfall that just cascades down.
It's nighttime over here.
Oh yeah. Well, I was gonna do this so you didn't get too far.
There we go. Oh, frozen waterfall. Okay. Oh, worry about that. I'm just sort of slowly walking. I don't care about the burial of the yeti. I'm just sort of slowly walking.
I imagined.
Around.
There is a lower path down from you, but this one looks like it leads up to the northeast.
Do we need a short rest for those who are?
Yeah. We got attacked by a pair of crag cats down near the bottom. They sent the blood of that guy that we found and attacked, but unfortunately the second one got a sneak strike on Hulla, but my polar bear was more than a match for the pair of them. Good boy, Banjo.
So we have a yeti pelt and 2 crag cat pelts?
Well, we'll have to.
We haven't skinned the crag cat yet. We came up to find you guys first.
Yeah, I sort of left them down there. I sort of left them down there as a bit of a, hopefully a deterrent and also a distraction if something comes along looking for meat. But if they're still there when we get there, we can skin them. They were quite valuable last time, so I don't know if the plan is for us to go back down and rest or rest up here like a midway base camp now that we've cleared out this cave.
I mean, we now own a fortress and a yeti cave.
I mean,
own them. Have you got a flag?
Is your
I mean,
we write out a contract to say that we own this.
I mean, I could
rent it out.
I mean, with some of the stuff we've got, I could probably make us a flag.
Is that an Eddie Izzard reference, Chris?
It is. You have a flag? No? Yeah, exactly. I'm glad someone got it.
But yeah.
Will I rent it out to people to use as their like winter vacation or something? And we'd have to give it a clean, obviously, but that won't be our jobs because being a landlord isn't a job.
Let's head back down the mountain. That little camp down there.
The least safe.
We can reunite our halfling friend with her friend.
And
everybody take a rest.
She says, I'm not going to go down there until we found Asterix.
Yeah, I was also going to say that the more we climb up and down here, the more we're at risk of falling into another avalanche.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So do we really want to be going down and then back up again?
The party? Split the party?
Yeah, that worked so well last time.
Well, to be honest, we've got a cave that should be
we can send the halfling down on her own. You're all right, right?
She doesn't want to go down until we found the others. So if we're gonna,
my friend Asterix is still up here. My friend Mokingo, he's the Goliath. There wasn't much left of him to bury.
He turned into a yeti.
You see that she has picked up one the head of the battle axe. She's like holding it to her chest as like the only reminder she has of him.
Right.
Right.
So what was your friend looking for up there anyway?
Mokingo?
No, the Asterix. What do you like?
We got separated when the Yeti attacked. Mokingo, he tried to fight it, but Asterix, she fled up into the highest peak of the mountain. She's like really unfortunately worried. You can see her concern goes from like just worry to like a grim sort of face. Like I never saw her come back, and the Yetis didn't bring back her body, so I don't know what's happened to her up there.
Yeah, well, Hulla and Ashanti, you're at least not in the best state. I mean, honestly, I could fall asleep at any point, but should we just use this, like the entrance of this cave as like a base camp to get a brief rest before we continue on.
Okay.
But that's
there's
just a
some shelter
suggestion,
in here.
just in
Is
case the
everybody
work.
else okay?
I mean,
You guys fought 2 yetis.
Ashanti's a bit battered up.
Yeah, we managed to do okay. Luckily, this time it had another one of those like looking you in the eyes sort of death things, but 607
Ooh.
and Ashanti managed to do okay with it,
Nice.
considering.
Good job, guys. Sorry we weren't there. We
yeah.
were getting attacked by cats downstairs.
Well, yeah, but it's okay. And we finally got rid of the yetis, which was something that was mentioned a long time ago.
Well, let's rest up, and I can try to repair Ashanti's clothing, or get the knowledge to prepare Ashanti's clothing.
Can we drag some of the trash out and set up a fire? There's got to be something we can burn in there.
Oh, there's that. Well, there was rotting remains of like camping supplies. Those probably burn.
There's a shattered sled, and
Yeah.
that's got plenty of tinder. So yes.
Yeah, so we'll
can
probably
make up, a camp.
A fire near like a bit further into the cave, and we'll sit near the entrance just in case like we hear anything back tap and we can rush out. Something.
You got it.
And then 607 will do what 607 does.
With the shelter and the campfire, I won't make you roll frost checks, even though it is freezing cold up here in the top of this mountain. You haven't really stopped for a short rest up here, only down at the bottom. You can finish your short rest. It doesn't seem like there's a granddad yeti or a distant
Uncles?
cousin yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and using my Whispers of the Dead feature, I am going to get proficiency in. I guess it'd be like Weaver's tools would be the one for.
Right. You could ask the Frozen Fire expeditions to repair this kind of equipment, but it'll cost you like half the price in gold, effectively. Not that you have to if you don't want to, because you have got a replacement set now.
Yeah.
But that's up to you.
Well,
if you want to have another spare ready.
Geist can gain proficiency, and I have a sewing box that has 2 spools of thread in it. So.
Nice. You can gain proficiency. Okay.
Because
yes,
Whispers of
you
the
could do
Dead.
That, then.
Yeah. So.
Sure.
It's that works on. I can do that whenever I finish a short or long rest. I can activate that ability. So whilst we're continuing to climb the mountain and I'm sitting on the back of this polar bear, I'm sewing.
Okay.
I guess.
607. Are you staying for the short rest, or are you going off?
No, the short rest does nothing for me. So I'm just exploring a little bit. I'm not gonna go. I'm being sort of careful, not going too far, but I'm just. What's this thing up here?
So, that's like a massive section of the mountain that's just sort of sheared off.
I thought it was maybe a statue or something like that.
You do find there is a trail that leads up to near the peak, but it looks like an incredibly perilous climb.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go up that way. I figure it's.
Yeah, that's what you discover. From here, that looks like the only viable way up that you've scouted ahead. You're going to need everyone's help to get pittons and rope together, and possibly the climbing harness as well.
Does it start like right here?
That's it. Yeah, that starts right there.
So I can't really.
And
go
that's almost like
here.
It's like a vertical ascent. Yeah. But that overall. You scout the rest of the mountain, we'll say, and yeah, from this side, that's the only other optional place someone could have gone.
Yeah, I didn't see anything else. I'm just gonna move my lights because I can't see what's up this way.
You, from this vantage point, just physically wouldn't be able to, anyway, because it's like up on a higher plateau. Yeah. Okay.
Right, then I'll make my way back to the group after. I assume my scouting would have taken their whole rest period and everything.
Yeah, we'll say because it's like thousands of feet around this mountain. So you return before they finish their short rest, and you can see Perilu approaches you, Hulla, and says, "So you keep asking why we came here. Makingo, Growling Bear, his name was. He was traveling with us. He wanted to explore Icewindale because legend has it there's this powerful polar bear that Goliaths challenge and
we've heard of
use
it.
as a test of mettle. Oh, you have?
Or
your Minotaur, I think he said.
Yes, we've
all your men are dead. Yep.
Yeah, we've actually had some interaction with the Goliath clans ourselves, and we know one of them was asking us about that same polar bear. And Ashanti, isn't that the same polar bear that you have a connection with? Right? Or your mother did? Am I misremembering?
No, you're remembering correctly, I think. Are you muted, Brandee? Yeah, they're muted.
Yeah, it might be.
I'm sorry, Katie was talking to me at the same time. So yes, Ashanti definitely recognizes this, but I'm not going to say anything just yet because I don't know this person well enough to share information with her.
Sure.
But I'm very interested in this conversation.
We've searched far and wide, but Asterix is our wizard. She's quite knowledgeable. She said that there might be one person who knows Icewindale better than anyone. We were looking for a legendary explorer, a dwarf by the name of Barthum Hammerhome. And we asked around 10 towns where he could be, and says the 10 towners, they said you're more likely to find him out in the open tundra than you are in huddled up next to a fire. They said he lives and breathes the cold air of Icewindale, and that they last saw him making a trek. He was apparently trying to conquer this very mountain, Kelvin's Cairn.
Well,
So
yeah. So we set off and decided we would hire a guide. That was Garrett. And, well, here we are.
Well, we found Garrett. He's safe as safe can be, at least out here at the bottom of the mountain in your camp that was down there. Yeah, just about. He's currently being protected by my walrus, Wally. Not the best protection,
she squints her eyes. You can actually see Wally all the way down there, just flopping around. He's like a little dot in the distance.
Not the best protection, I admit, but better than nothing. And I kind of need the polar bear to get around because I got buried in an avalanche earlier.
The point is, he's alive. He's more or less safe.
Yeah. And we've treated his wounds as best we can and made sure he's warm, but... did you see anything on your scouting, 607?
I found, there's a frozen waterfall just a little bit up the way here to the right. And then if you continue, there's a climb farther up the mountain that, I think is a team effort type of situation.
Okay. Does it seem like I can get my polar bear up there?
Polar bear might be able to, I don't know, maybe it can climb well, but it's gonna be a steep.
Right.
It's all like icy and
607, was there any way to get behind the waterfall given that we're sitting in a cave? I'm wondering if there's more caves, and sometimes they're behind rivers carve out caves and.
I didn't see any behind waterfall. It was just a frozen, slippery edge. I went up to the top of it. I didn't see anything that would indicate as done.
Okay.
So many lights.
Yeah, I need to. I'm trying to get rid of concentration.
Okay. Yeah, so you can right click and there's where it says assign status effect, you can click that and then you can click concentration, that'll toggle it off. Or you can just end the effect under the tab under your character sheet, but that's alright, I deleted the lights anyway. So
End the effect on the
over the
tab,
course of the
nice.
short rest, Perilu explains why they're here and who they were seeking. But she says, but after we get down from this place, after we find Asterisk, I think I'm done with the adventuring life.
Yeah, that.
This is all too traumatic.
This is not a good time to be adventuring in the far north. I don't know if you've noticed; they're going through a bit of a crisis.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, you were just looking for this. I
just wanted to help my friend.
So you're.
But yes, Mokingo, it was his life goal to find this polar bear.
And do you care about finding this polar bear now that he's gone? Sorry to be blunt.
She lowers her head in resignation. No, I don't think it's my calling.
That's probably wise. We'll find your friend and we'll head back somewhere where it's safe. You can go back down south.
Yeah.
Where it's warm and normal, sunny.
Yeah. Right.
Where there's plants and growing things.
And you don't get avalanches fall on you. I mean,
flowers.
You're just daydreaming the good life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Fresh
So,
produce, you know.
if you would like, I can just drag you over to the climb that 607 scouted out, which is over here.
Fish that isn't frozen in a block.
Okay.
People that aren't suspicious of you just because you're happen to be from one of the barbarian tribes. Hopefully.
Yeah, not being.
People
not
are
being
always
turned
suspicious
away.
of me, but you know,
Hmm.
you get used to that.
Yeah.
No ghosts possessing your body, or salads that potentially could come out of your body.
Yeah, I'm suspicious of you because you have a monster living inside
Yeah,
your body.
as I say and remember that, I realise and take a couple of steps back away from guys.
I mean, sure, tell the whole world, why don't we? It's not like, you know, it's not like I hold people in confidence or anything.
Do you? Oh, we could. No, we're
I
not
thought
going
you
to get
told
rid
the
of
whole
her.
party. Had you
I
not told the whole party?
I told the party, but we've got someone who's not with the party here. You know?
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
He's fine.
I can pretend I didn't hear it.
Yes, you
it's
heard
fine.
nothing.
About the mad salads.
I just have. I had a salad and it's not sitting well in my stomach. They just go right through me sometimes, so it could happen at any point, and that's why they're staying away.
Wait, I thought you said you had a salad in your stomach.
Yeah, this particular salad is a monster, and if it rips through him, it will try to kill all of us.
I was trying to, you know, not scare the person who's already terrified any further, but you know, I guess we just don't care about other people.
Chris, what time of day is it? I mean, we've had an avalanche. We found a camp. We've had an avalanche. We've had battles.
Oh,
I mean,
yetis.
2 short rests. So
2?
you.
We have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because we went.
Yeah, so
The avalanche made us have a short rest. Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got 6 hours of this ray of hope, and I'm gonna say that you're probably on like probably the last hour of it. So, what time did you wake up? It's probably about 8 or something.
Yeah, so probably getting.
So it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
No,
we're
it's
gonna
not.
need to.
That's
2
bad
o'clock.
math.
If
It's
it's
2
been
o'clock.
6 hours.
2. Yep, it's 2.
We need to push our way up. Base, keep pushing.
Which is
Listen.
the last hour of dim light that you can see.
Yeah. If we don't find your friend Perilou, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to go back down the mountain or back to the cave because we are not gonna we're not gonna make it out here on top of the mountain overnight.
At least not the full
Yeah.
group. We probably got enough for a couple of us to have shelter with the tents and stuff. But actually, no, the tents are on the Atbeat.
So we have the cave. When we go back to the cave if we
Yeah.
have to.
So pittoning and climbing is who's doing the pittoning and who's doing the climbing? Is it still Geist going up first, or?
I mean, I no longer have the knowledge of climbing, so preferably not.
Oh.
I can go. Unless anyone else wants to take point, I've got decent survival. I'll try it.
Okay.
You look up at this ascent, Hulla, and this looks treacherous. Way worse than the snowbanks from the avalanche. This is like a narrow ledge. This is like icy, sheer cliff. It is going to be quite difficult, but by all means, you can attempt
Can I
to
say we
zigzag
take
your
it
way
very,
out.
very slow? Like very slow.
Slow,
double checking every handhold, and yeah.
All right. So you can give me. It's going to be an athletics check, but this is the first of 3. It's like a little
Ooh.
mini skill challenge.
Oh, good.
You need, because that's how like high up this is. The first is a success. You begin to stick your cleats into the ice. Ice pigs dig in and shattering little chunks away, hammering as you go with the little pitons.
Yep.
Do you drop a rope for the others, or are you going to go all the way?
I'm gonna be
top? I think
dropping
you need
ropes as I
several
go.
ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like tying everything into the pitons as I go.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Parallel is following you. So then you have to like balance along this narrow ledge to get towards the next even viable area to start scaling again. And I'm going to need another athletics check to start climbing up this section as well.
Hey, come on. Ooh.
Yeah, this is rough.
Luckily, I can only fall down like yay far because of the ropes.
That is
right?
true. The climbing kit has. Have you got the harness? Guys, click off.
Yeah, let's. I would have been equipped with everything.
Okay. All right.
Like
in that case, then you don't fall to your death, but you do fall 50 feet, which is the full length of the rope, and your body suddenly goes taut and jerked around, and you see Hulla swinging around from the ice. The one hidden that's like hammered in.
Yep, that's why you put in the safety ropes. That's what they're for. It's doing its job. Okay, good.
Give it another shot, another strength.
Climb up
athletics.
again. Athletics check again.
Yeah. I won't make you climb what you've already set up. You basically just climb your own rope.
Nice.
What? Oh.
Hell yeah.
Is that 2 successes?
Figured out that bit.
It kind of would be in a normal skill challenge, yeah. It would be.
That's why I'm asking.
It is, yeah. That's how I run them. If it's a nat 1, it's 2 fails. If it's a nat 20, it's 2 successes. So, Hulla, when you get to the top here, you start to really feel yourself in the momentum you're making, and it's tough going. Holy crap, is it tough? But your half-orc strength, you've honed it. You've climbed rigging. You've had to handle ropes all your life. And so
I know
this
how to
is
tie
actually
a
kind of
knot.
becoming natural. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
becoming really natural to you now. And yeah, there's a lot of upper body strength involved on the rigging. So this works out perfectly for you. And sure enough, Hulla makes the next leg of the journey with relative ease. And you
How
get
far up is she from us?
mu-
Is this
well,
like
it's
accurate?
it's like 150. No, wait, no, it's not quite accurate. That's like on the map it becomes like incredibly steep. So this
Yeah.
ascent here is like 150, and then she's also moved 100 horizontally.
Okay.
So if you really want to know the distance from you, you can use this little handy add-on that says, you click Geist, and then you click, crap, there we go. You click this and click that, and it says, there you go. It's something like that. It's Pythagoras theorem. Don't worry. Anyway, Hulla, you get to the very, very top. Lift yourself up and start to look around. You can see the signs of a dilapidated camp in the distance. What do you want to do first?
First, I'm going to make sure that everything is set for the others to climb up. Like setting the ropes again. I will untag myself from the harness and send it down.
You got it.
And
all right, then.
yeah, I don't want to do this alone.
So Hulla looks like they're waiting for you at the top with the rope steadied and secured.
I'll go next. We'll have to. We'll switch it around so Geist can go last.
All right then. I'm going to say this is just a routine check to get to the top. I'm not going to make you make all three. Just one athletics check to get to the top.
Okay.
And
okay,
that's a success. You're good.
Okay. Right. Thank you, Hulla, for taking the lead on that.
No worries. No worries.
You did good.
Thank you. I think
it is freezing up here, Hulla and Barry. The cold wind, there's no shelter anymore now that you're near the top of the mountain, cuts over the top and shears through the cliff faces, and it's also really hard to breathe as well at this point.
I mean, worst case, I would have caught you if you'd fallen all the way down, but
I would have knocked you over like a bowling pin.
yeah, but you know how it is. I'd just have to either live or start again.
Well, I don't know if that's a healthy way of thinking about it, to be honest. That seems a little fatalistic. I mean, probably true, but if you don't want to kill you?
No. But like, if you die, you die.
Yeah.
Perilu is far too exhausted to even begin climbing, it seems. She got a 0.
Halflings are not made for climbing. They're not mountain folk. Like
children
you and I.
Shouldn't climb this anywhere.
Anyone else trying to climb it? Just a DC 10 to get to the top.
I'll give it a try. But I am very worried about leaving Perilu by herself, especially if she's too tired to climb. What am I rolling? A strength check?
Athletics check. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's enough.
Oh, it is?
And he flies up with you. Yeah, it's a very easy check because Hulla's basically set up the ropes for you, so you can hold on, and they're hammered in with pittons, so they're very secure.
Okay.
And 607, are you going up?
Yeah. Let's give this a go.
Okay.
Athletics.
DC 10.
DC 10 probably won't do it. Oh, hey, I make it.
You're good. All right, no worries. And finally, Geist.
Have my polar bear make the check.
Polar bear ain't gonna make it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to wait. He's gonna have to wait.
Looks like we're at a dead end. Guys, can you watch over Perilu?
Yeah, I can wait down here with the polar bear if you don't need me.
No,
you got it.
this looks like a small camp and then nothing after that.
How do we get up from here? There's gotta be.
Okay. So let me
there?
describe
Hmm.
exactly what you see up here as you're approaching. It is freezing cold as well. I actually need everyone up here to give me a frost saving throw.
Yikes.
A frost
Oh,
save.
my frost check is now a frost save.
Yes. So better not. So I don't want to confuse people because check saves. It's technically a save, which you can add like resistance and bless, etc.
Okay.
Yeah, it's technically not a check, so I renamed it because it should be called a save.
Can I give myself resistance on this one to get up to 15?
You can. To a 15, you would want to, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god. Though it's a ray of hope, it's not like Blizzard. It is freezing cold. This is probably one of the coldest points in all of Icewindale, from what you can picture, at least anyway, because you're almost at the top of the mountain, and we look over to here. I'll show you. This is the ruined camp.
Jesus.
Okay,
You're like
why don't...
right at the very top of the trail.
Yeah, we need to search this and see and get down the mountain. So
Hulla, that is actually a level of exhaustion for you, because 15 is not going to cut it, and hypothermia.
Oh, great.
Oh wait, no, 20 was the DC. Sorry, no, you're good. If it was lower than 15, then yeah, you would have got it.
Thank goodness for
Hold on,
resistance.
it's 5 or less. I can't remember. Okay. Anyway, the actual scene in front of you. Okay. So.
When you say this is as far as the trail goes, we've been taking a trail this whole time?
Well, the trail, i.e., is what you found right at the very start. Do you remember there was like a piece of parchment that had been like sketched out with the trail up the mountain?
Yeah.
You found that with your investigation check. You were like, this is probably the likely path they took. So,
does it look like anyone's tried to climb further?
I will say though that's true, because at some point they got separated as the yeti attacked. Barry, you'll get all your answers as I tell you this. Okay. So you come to the edge of a vast and deep crevasse with nowhere to go but down. A collapsed, wind-torn tent lies half buried in the snow near the precipice. A camp that has been claimed by Oriole's eternal winter. A figure is up ahead. They seem to be in cold weather clothing, just sitting in the snow, huddled against the rocks in a poor shelter. Her knees are pulled up tight to her chest. Horns protrude from underneath the figure's fur-lined hood. This must be the tiefling that Perilu was talking about, Asterix.
I'm going to go up and approach them very slowly.
I'm gonna try to use prestidigitation to try to warm them up a little bit slowly.
Hello?
Okay. As you say hello, you come round to sort of face her. There's no response, but the mountain wind howling. And as you get closer, it seems as though she's in bad shape. She may not be able to stand. And as you approach to warm her 6 or 7 and perhaps get her to her feet, she doesn't seem to even regard you. She does not move an inch.
Is she obviously alive?
Yeah, that is a check
well,
we could
Hulla, you come round to see, like, face to face to her to see if she's alive, And once you're a few feet away, you see a thick layer of ice has completely encompassed her whole frozen, motionless body. Her dead, lifeless eyes stare out, unblinking, unmoving. And as you follow her final gaze, you see it is locked on a pair of bright blue leather boots. They're half buried in the snow, and they seem to be just sticking out of a tent, which has collapsed as well.
607, I think she's gone. This is pretty frozen. I don't think there's anything I can do here.
Could we... Well, you are all against desecrating the bodies, but given circumstances of late, should we burn the bodies?
Maybe we should just leave them here as like a testament to this mountain and how.
Shouldn't at least bury them in some rocks?
Yeah.
So they don't get eaten by whatever.
We don't want to start another avalanche.
And I'm not saying, we go digging or anything, but there's got to be some loose rocks around we can just cover them up with. Or maybe that would take too much time. I don't know.
Well,
let's see what else
if
is in
the
this.
snow, if it remains as cold as it is up here now, they're not going to rot. They're being preserved.
Yeah. And let's at least check his pockets if this is the dwarf that
Yes,
had
the body.
I think it's a tiefling.
No, there's also like the boot buried guy. So.
Yeah, there is.
We want to take those boots for sure.
So
and if they have a wand or something,
maybe.
Wizard.
You're right to check the body, though. I will say it is completely frozen, not just from rigor mortis, but like it's encased in ice effectively. But with the tools you have and the strength at your disposal,
let me melt
you
things
together.
down a bit. I'll melt it down so you can.
That works.
I can warm things up. I'll
Yeah,
melt
you
it down.
can.
It'll take some time. Melt it down. We can check things. I want to check specifically if there's anything. I do an Arcana check if anything looks magical.
You got it.
I'm less concerned about.
Yeah, roll an Arcana check. Because these blue boots do stick out quite considerably amongst the snow. It's the only thing not buried, funnily enough.
As soon as you said blue boots, I was like, oh, what's the... that might not be enough, though.
Well, the rest of the material on the dwarf, it seems to have been weathered away, but the blue boots seem intact, and they are like a leather, but as you pull on them, they sort of come free from the actual preserved feet, like a snapping sound almost. There is something extraordinary about them, but you're not quite sure what yet. Now,
these boots are special, but I can't say what they are. At least not yet.
I know there's all kinds of magical boots, the same way as there's magical cloaks. We take it back.
We'll figure
I
it
think
out.
we can examine them at leisure down the mountain. Does anybody
just to finish off
see?
quick? There's more. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
You melt away the snow on this body, and you also can tell they're decapitated.
Ooh. All right. Oh, that was unexpected.
Oh, is
it a clean cut?
There's plenty of heads in the Yeti cave. There's also that half-buried tent, and as you pull and tug it away, it just collapses and rips. You can see in here there is a couple of belongings: a half-eaten block of goat's cheese, a miner's pick, an empty wineskin, but there is like a little journal as well. It's frozen, closed shut. 6 or 7 can warm it up and open it.
Yeah.
And it seems to detail a
I will warm and dry at the same time because I don't want the pages to get like wet from melted snow. So I'll like warm and dry, warm, dry, warm, dry, warm, dry.
Absolutely. The details in this journal, from what you're flicking through, seems to recount a tale to not only dominate the mountaintop and reach its peak, but also to perhaps find an entrance into what he believes is a tomb or grand, like vault, perhaps. He believes that Kelvin himself still lives here, or it's not lives here, but resides here, his final resting place. Who is Kelvin? Well, in this book, it'll actually detail Kelvin Duarol. He is known as legend. In the 14th century, Kelvin wielded the Crystal Shard, an artifact of immense power, and with it, the Frost King giant founded an entire kingdom. And according to legends, he was like like the hero of the Frost Giants. Apparently, he once caused Tempest to become enraged, and he battled him himself, like an actual god of war, and eventually slew Kelvin personally. And the god of war gathered stones from all around Icewindale and piled them atop his body to basically commemorate the great battle between these two warriors. And this mound of rocks here marks the place of Kelvin's death. But he believed perhaps there was maybe some sort of like entrance or gap between the rocks, a crack that he could slip into, and maybe even find this legendary shard, this crystal shard.
Is it what? Is it worth me trying to blast that, or
blast what?
I'm speaking to the party, like this crack that you're on about. You said
let's not. I don't think we should be just blasting. Yeah. We shouldn't just go blasting a mountain because that was bad last time.
Here's a picture of Kelvin.
Ooh.
Oh, he's so cool.
Damn.
Is he a Yeti?
Even he wears crampons.
Gigantic ones. They look like bear traps.
So, what do we do from here? Is this the final stop, or?
Well,
well, let's take this. Let's take the notebook and the boots, and I mean, even take that block of cheese. It'll probably still be good.
Don't want the block of cheese
defrosted.
Hulla, do you want to take the miner's pick, or do you want?
I'll take the miner's pick. I mean, I also specifically want to look at the whatever the wizard was carrying, because surely a wizard explorer would have some booty on them.
On their body, you find a potion that feels like it has a liquid sloshing in it, but you can't actually see anything inside the bottle. Maybe it's a clear liquid. And there is a leather-bound spell book as well that contains a lot of wizard spells, but none of them can be quite deciphered. They're like in a code that only Asterix would know, but
Limerick.
You could get it like translate. Yeah, Limerick.
Yeah. Okay. And any, I guess, no jewelry or talismans, amulets, anything like that. Rings.
I'm afraid not. No, the potion and the spell book are the main treasures.
In the book, is it written in common?
A notebook or the spell book?
The notebook.
It is actually.
The notebook. Oh. Okay.
Is there any markings that that would have been given to like the Kelvin's cairn?
Markings?
Yeah.
No, not really. But with enough time, you could decipher these. But of course, you haven't got a wizard in the party, but you might be able to just sell it or not.
I was thinking more of making myself a trinket, grabbing a stone and basically etching something into it as like I grabbed this stone from the top of a mountain sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
So I might do that and then just put the initials of the mountain like Kelvin's can.
Oh,
KC.
I see.
And then I can sell it on.
Totally still do that. Sure.
As a
You got
trinket,
it.
basically, as a trinket.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because you started off with a stone from a cairn, and now you're taking a stone from a cairn.
Did I?
Crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't you?
it was literally a cairn stone, but like for
Yeah.
someone's grave. But this time it's, well, I guess technically it is someone's grave up here as well. So
It is. It is technically.
We're on the
This is just a
grave.
massive cairn. Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
Who wants the potion? Who wants the spell book? Who wants the boots?
Do you want to rock paper scissors for the boots, or
Who's good at
Better to find
Arcana
out
who
what
can
they
tell
do
what the
first.
potion is? Yeah.
Yeah, let's
I
get
can-
down the mountain, back to camp. We'll examine all this in
All right.
detail when it's not so cold,
Okay.
and we
Mhm.
will
that's
we'll decide then.
that's good and all, but who else can say that they did rock paper scissors at the top of a mountain?
I'll do rock paper scissors with you just because.
Yeah,
And
we'll
then
do
we
rock
can make
paper
the
scissors,
decisions
but
at the bottom.
it'll just be rollies.
Just yeah.
Well, one is no. It's very easy. You go. One is scissors, 2 is rock, and 3 is paper. Then you
All
just
right.
roll a d3, I guess.
We'll do this. Right, roll a d3.
How do I roll
There
a
you go.
d3?
Did I roll a
Just
d3 or
forward
did
slash r space 1d3, or you can just roll a d6.
I'll just roll a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
easier for me. So he got
So that's a 2.
paper, and I got scissors.
rock.
I win. Oh, no, I got rock. Sorry,
Yeah, you got
win.
rock.
Okay.
Right.
Barry wins.
Kind of
I'll
funny
take
that
the
Rock
boots then.
lost at the top of the mountain.
That's true.
Yeah, I'll take the boots then, and we'll see what happens with them.
Okay.
But we
Well,
did rock paper scissors at the
that-
top of a mountain.
With that, then you leave the cold,
Alright, you take the boots.
still body.
I will take the. I'll hold on to the notebook and the spell book. And Hulla or Ashanti can take the potion.
I'll take the potion.
Mhm. You
Even though I don't
see,
know what it is yet.
Perilu is, in fact, still trying to climb up. Oh god, she's failing miserably. Yep. Nat 1 on Perilu.
I just sort of look at them and just be like, just wait, they'll be down shortly and they'll let you know what happened to your friend. Don't risk yourself.
Fine, asterisk.
Don't.
Sort of almost delirious, hypothermia's set in. You can see your party at the top of the mountain, and they're descending now.
They're coming back down, so they'll let you know what they found. Just don't be an
I
idiot.
mean, we really should bring the bodies down. We're up there. We should bring them down.
No, let's get down the mountain. We've had a bad day.
Yeah,
and it's been a long day. And if you want to come back up and get the bodies tomorrow, I will support you. But let's just get everybody safe out of this wind, because it's really cold.
As we get down the rope, I just go over to Perilu. I'm just shaking my head and I'm just like, I'm sorry. For you.
As you're carrying the boots.
Well, the boots are in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, boots are in your bag.
didn't-
Okay.
Yeah, no, they don't know who the boots belong to anyway. They never got to meet Barthum.
Oh, okay.
He was, from what you could tell, he was like long dead. He's like months old corpse, petrified.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just.
And it's on that you probably realize that Asterisk has come all this way, fled from a yeti, traveled thousands of feet up in the air to only come to the stark realization that this environment, this place, it forgives no mistakes. And the dread and the absolute just weight of what she discovered crushed her and probably froze her soul. And her willpower was just gone. Probably one of the worst ways to go.
Thinking
Just
of it. Oh, go on.
Haralu just die, or was that Astrid?
No, Astrid.
Astrid.
No, I'm saying the circumstances surrounding Astrid's death and how she didn't die from like from a horrible battle with a yeti, and it doesn't look like she laid down and died either. It looks like she didn't attempt to keep herself warm. She looks like she just gave up.
She died of a broken heart.
Disappointment.
A broken will, and yeah.
So, I guess
To
from
see
here,
someone you may have looked up to as like a legend just dead.
I guess from here back to the fortress.
Oh,
Can we get back to the fortress in time?
It's
Before it gets too bad.
We probably want to
descend the
harvest.
mountain quicker.
We probably want to harvest the crag cats before we head back as well.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Mm.
And then
Do you have any? Can you pull anything out of your bag, guys?
I think I've got one more use. So yeah, let's see. I mean, from what I've seen, I can't pull the same creature twice. So I've at least.
Did you guys get? You guys got the pelts? Yeah, you got the pelts. Okay.
Reindeer.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a new one. We haven't got the crag cat. We haven't got the crag cat pouch yet. We'll have to roll survival for that. Because
why don't you do that while we? Why don't you do that while Barry and Ashanti or whoever and I we get the sleds attached. We makeshift some sleds maybe to the polar bear, and they can pull some stuff if we can.
Yeah.
Hello, do you want to give me a hand on the crag cats, assuming they're still there?
Absolutely. Yes. Do you want? Do you just want me to help you out, and you can roll?
Yeah,
Because I'm exhausted.
I'm so exhausted. I've got 5 levels at the moment, so.
Okay.
Guys, roll me another d10 for this reindeer in particular.
Okay.
I want to see if it's a special reindeer. If you get it again.
Does it have a glowing red nose?
Okay.
No.
It's just not this one. No, just a regular old reindeer by the looks on a 2.
Right. Right. I'm gonna try to assist Hulla with doing this. I'll roll a survival check, and then if I do well enough, because I've only got a +1 at the moment, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't get it
and
right.
how are you helping? How are you helping Hulla?
So, as someone 20. Who has insane that I managed to do that with -5, you know, pointing out like the right, like as someone experienced in skinning and stuff from tribal matters, like pointing out the right places and potentially having the polar bear like, you know, tug at the right points once it's released. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. You can roll with advantage as well then, Hulla.
Excellent. Q1 16.
Okay. So you can get one of these crag pelts.
Can I guidance that? Does it count as a skill check?
Yeah. Yeah, you can
see if I can get up to 20. No, 17.
So I'll say that one of them, the one that kind of got shot with the arrow and went down to that, is much more intact, and it makes her a great pelt. The other one got ripped and teared by the polar bear, and you're unable to salvage that. But you can write crag cat pelt just ×1.
Do we manage to get any like the fangs or claws or anything from it as well? I'll
not with tell you now, they're probably not worth.
Okay.
They're just not worth anything extra.
Yeah.
Like
it's the pelt. It's the.
Yeah. And most importantly, when you do finally get this pelt off and you have a look at it, in the last couple minutes of light that shine down from this ray of hope, you can actually see that the crag's cat pelt does sort of shimmer in this light.
Right.
Shimmer.
It's like this kind of glossy, reflective shimmer to it.
Hey guys, is that unusual for crag cats? Do they usually
well,
glisten
they
like that?
blend in quite well, so maybe that's part of the stealth, though. when we fought them previously, and this is just, did everything work as normally on them? Did like their turn away any like things that we did? Because I cannot remember the last fight against them. But the full party was there, and 2 of them are spellcasters. So,
can anyone remember?
I don't remember.
I mean,
Doesn't look like it.
I wasn't there for that.
People weren't paying attention, it seems, at that time. They were just trying to fend off a crag cat. I think an axe beak took out one of them. But
then what I might do is rather than selling this pelt on, if it might have some kind of special properties. I don't know if any of you people can detect properties like that somehow. I'll see if maybe I can make it into like cloak or something that someone can wear.
Possibly. You might need the help of one of the emporiums in 10 towns.
Yeah, you can't just put on a bloody pelt. You have to like
I know, but
treat it and stuff. That liner.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It could be. It could be a good cloak if it'll turn back, give you resistance to, I don't know, some kind of spell.
Maybe it's particularly good against the cold, but who knows? But
I'm not quite exactly sure yet. But it's in this light that you've now just noticed it. It's normally like it's just been very dark in Icewindale, but this is the first time, thanks to the Ray of Hope, that you've sort of seen that shimmer. Right. So let's go on.
Yeah. So we probably want to push our way, I guess, back to what's closer, the camp, the outpost, or the town.
The outpost,
I would say.
Okay, then let's head back to the outpost. We can rest up there, and that's where Eve should be. Would have returned with the axe beaks anyway, which we'll need to get back to town. We've got Ace.
Eve might not be back till tomorrow, but as we said, it would be a few days, so she may not get back till tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see. But either way.
Are you taking the walrus with you as well?
Yes.
Yes.
He can come as fast as he can.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
That was the walrus sound.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's happy to see you back here. Yeah.
All right.
All right. To the Dwarven Outpost. Here we go.
As we're walking, I'll hang back for 6 or 7 and have a little chit chat.
You like to chit chat? Go ahead.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to do this for a while.
As we're hanging back.
I'm gonna come and interrupt you guys and start talking about.
Sorry, just for a moment.
And that's when I Eldritch Blast will work.
From a distance, like, because I was quite zoomed out, those axe beaks did not look friendly. I thought they were like someone holding like a big axe on each side or something. I'm just like, the hell is that?
It kind of makes sense anyway, because we're the ones keeping the furthest away from Geist.
Yep, it is right.
Yeah.
So I'm just
hanging back with the walrus.
Yep, you can keep the walrus with you.
Yes.
The walrus is just like
drop on them, learn all their secrets.
Remember how you want to go to that prison?
Yes.
And
still do.
Yeah, and how like when we were sneaking into the other fortress, like Avarice was there. That's what you called her, right?
Yes. Avarice, yeah. You know Avarice. I told you about her.
Yeah. What does she want with going to the thing? 'Cause I heard you trying to distract her, but she seems to be interested in you going there as well. And you said we'll
Avarice
have
is
this talk later.
Oh, yes. Avarice is slow with the details. She has her own plans, she has her own things, but maybe she doesn't trust me fully yet, I don't know. But she
sounds like she
doesn't tell me a whole lot all the time. Everybody has their own plans, even you have your own plans.
I mean, What if we do this and then it's what she wanted and we find ourselves fighting a super Everest in the future?
It could happen. Could happen. I thought Avarice may have been potential useful person to know. Still, there's still that potential still there, but learning that maybe that's not the case all the time.
Yeah, you're on about like making another perfect self.
Yeah, I want glory.
Yeah, but what if like
everybody else?
What if she makes like a mecha Avarice? Should we be concerned about that?
I don't think she's that type.
And like,
she's curious about how I work, but not for the reasons to. I don't think it's to create another me or a mechanized version of me.
Yeah, it's just.
I think she has her own goals. She has her own things she's trying to discover, and she's, well, she's still a mystery around.
Yeah, it's just we all just had a good geist about keeping secrets. This is kind of something maybe. Should we bring it up with the group?
Well, the group knows about Ivers, don't they?
Yeah, but not that
I think I told them.
Not that she has some want or need to go to the same place that you want to go to. They might have thoughts on that. Just as we had thoughts on Geist.
But Geist's secret is an immediate threat that could happen at any time.
Oh yeah.
Avarice is out doing her own thing, and we've basically stumbled upon her, and I don't think she was out seeking us in any shape, way, or form.
I mean, thinking about it, we just killed a yeti because it might grow up and kill us or anybody else, but technically, so could this.
And don't think I didn't notice you took a shot at it as well.
I know, but then like so could the salad if it grows up and comes out of Geist. So it's kind of hypocritical, I guess.
To keep Geist alive?
Yeah, considering what we just did. But he's our, well, is he our friend?
I don't think...
I would consider him at this point.
I don't think Hulla would appreciate if we tried to do that, so we need to convince her somehow.
No.
Or we just do it. I mean, we could always just hold him down, cut him open, see what's there. There might be a way to do that and keep him alive. That would require Hulla's help.
I know. I think that's our best course of action is keep an eye on him, and hopefully we can learn how to do that. Or Hulla can learn how to do that if, as she said, there's no magic that can do it. We're just kind of going on a whim at the moment.
I mean, he survived barely the mountain. I mean, the safest bet is still for us to just kill him and kill what's living inside him.
I would be lying to myself if I didn't think it might have been a relief if that avalanche had got him.
You're an interesting one.
I mean,
you claim to be that you need to become a hero, and yet, like me, you took a shot at the baby yeti, and you just said you wouldn't have minded if Geist didn't make it out of the avalanche.
I mean, I don't want him to die. I want the thing inside to die. And in terms of the yeti, I just think, well, what if my child grew up to be an adventurer and got killed by it?
Yeah. They're dangerous.
I'm thinking of the future.
I have plans for the future. Don't worry. I'm thinking up ways to deal with the salad in case it does come to that as well.
Okay. Well, if you come up with anything that can be done that'll keep Geist alive at the same time, let me know.
That's a secondary concern.
Ooh. End scene.
I just come walking in like with my face looking down at the floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Geist is sitting inside one of the metal cages.
Oh shit!
We just lock him in for the night.
No, Geist is saying,
man.
I know you guys don't feel safe, so feel free to lock me in. I honestly don't care, whatever you feel is best.
Are there locks on it?
I mean, it held an ogre zombie earlier, so...
I mean, is the lock still working? Then I'll lock it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yep.
Wait, is it about time? Is it evening now?
You can well, let's see. It's
Hello.
late afternoon, but
Late afternoon.
Yep.
We went
Look,
from torture.
I'm not going to do this until we rest, but I'll try a lesser restoration on you just before you rest.
Okay.
If I still have the spell slots, and I
Ashanti's
don't think it's strong enough, but we can try it at least. Rule it out.
okay.
Ashanti's going to use her cook's tools to go make everybody a good dinner with what's left of the supplies.
And the frozen goat cheese.
You want to give me those boots and that potion now? See if I can take a better look at them now that we're back here.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
I'll hand them
alchemy
over.
supplies, right? Still?
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
did we...
there's like a study or something over here. I don't care about that.
Yep.
So I'll go over to the study where there
And then
might
I
be
die on the
tools.
spikes here, and
yeah, I mean, if you wanted to really keep Geist away, you could put him behind bars. But anyway, I'll say first of all, Hulla, as you cast Lesser Restoration, I totally forgot. Wanted to do this at the top of the mountain for dramatic effect, but we'll do it now as you're actively trying to oust this creature from Geist's body. Geist, roll me the second Constitution save.
Oh, why now?
I did lock the door.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I did lock the door.
Yeah.
It is a very cruel time to do it, I will admit. When you've got 5 levels of exhaustion, this is possibly one of the worst.
Yeah.
You can imagine what that is.
Yeah.
It's a fail. Now, I say second Constitution save because I'm keeping a tally of these, and you can already imagine what that tally is in regards to how many successes or failures it might end up being, but I'll say this much: you feel a gnawing pain inside yourself, like deep in your very core, in your chest. It's like this horrible kind of pulsing sensation. It's not your heartbeat; it's like something else that's like pulsing alongside, and it's for that moment when you're fully like numb from head to toe from the freezing cold. All your extremities are just like completely desensitized. It's when you feel what's going on inside, and yeah, it's the most uncomfortable, creepy feeling to feel the heartbeat of something else up in your chest, like next to your heart, like almost feels like it's coiled around it like a snake. And Hulla, as you're trying to cast this spell, you swear you like can feel something reeling away from your spell and avoiding the magic.
Oh my god!
Like
Oh,
this-
I felt it! I felt it! I felt it!
Does he at least lose 1 level of exhaustion?
Once he's taken a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Lesser
point.
restoration.
Yep, lesser restoration would get rid of a level if he was on 1 level. That's what that can do. But you would need a greater restoration to get rid of several levels.
Right.
So you could use it on yourself though, Hulla, but you'll get that back anyway on a long rest. So it's not the end of the world.
Geist sort of looks and it's like, well, Good news is, I now have a rough idea where in my body it is. Bad news is, I'm pretty sure it's getting close. And also where it is, because it feels almost like it's wrapped around my heart.
Oh. So we can't cut it out.
Not with... Well, I don't know what people are capable of with medical and magic and stuff, but, yeah, I'm gonna stay in the cage, just in case. I realize that's not a permanent solution, but, best I got.
I'm so sorry. I think I made it worse.
No, I don't think so. I think what's made it worse is that avalanche, it's allowed any resistance that my body had to keep fighting it back to be basically knocked to nothing. Like, any immune system response, or whatever you want to call it, has just been sapped away. And I think, if anything, what your spell might have done is at least it reduced how much it was coiling around. Like, it feels like it wriggled off a little, but it's still... Yeah. Not ideal. And I'm going to give a command to all 3 of my animals whilst I'm staying in here that if anything comes bursting out to me, they are to attack it on sight.
Oh my god.
Yep.
You can imagine you just getting mauled to death by your own bag of tricks. It would be the
that'd be
worst way to go.
such cool art, though.
It would, but yeah.
And considering the bag of tricks isn't an attunement item, I don't think.
I like to think that
he
falls asleep and his tongue rolls out of his mouth, and that's something that comes out of him.
I'm gonna hand the bag of tricks to Hulla and just be like, if anything happens, then at least that's safe, so you don't have to fight through it to get, and it doesn't get damaged or destroyed by it if something does happen tonight. And I think I'm gonna do that from now on, is have my own animals guard me and give the bag to someone else, just so it's probably the best way.
I'll give you this back in the morning.
Jeez.
Yeah. He nods.
Alright. With all the precautions taken, you unnervingly try to get some sleep. The 2 little scientists in the in the study here. Now, over the course of a short or even long rest, you can just simply identify a magical item. So you can both do that. That's not a problem. But I am curious as to how you figure it out in terms of like flavor. What do you do to identify what these boots actually do? Just describe to me how you're experimenting. Wear them, yeah.
I wear them as 6 or 7 tries to work, figure out.
Yeah, I was gonna wear them down the mountain if I won that thing, and this probably would figure it out then. But you can just
Yeah, I'm gonna wear them.
I'll focus on the potion first.
And I'm just
walking. I think I know what that is. But...
Yeah, I'm wearing them, and I'm just walking back and forth to see if anything happens, and if 6 or 7 can identify if anything happens as I'm using them.
I will watch them.
Actually. As you're walking away from 6 or 7, there's a little burst of speed, like a little spring in your step that suddenly propels you away from him. But not when you're approaching him.
They're like boots of retreat or something?
Yeah, I think they're like disengaged boots or something.
Boots of expeditious retreat, perhaps.
Close,
you're not here.
Not as powerful.
Okay. Well, let's try something. Barry, come stand in front of me here.
Oh, are you going to hit me right now?
I'm gonna try to slap you in the face, and you try to avoid it by running away.
Okay. I tried to run away.
we'll say it takes a couple of times to get him, but you do eventually slap him. It doesn't seem to completely avoid the attack, but when 607 does connect with a slap, you hardly feel it. It's like the most, pathetic little slap you've ever felt.
Is it
And I
like
think
resistance?
it's with that, I think that will definitely
Evasion.
tell you. It'll basically, when you take an attack of opportunity, if you're hit by one, you take minimum damage.
Oh,
Minimum
And
damage.
they are known as the cowardly clodhoppers.
The
I
cowardly
will drag them.
clodhoppers.
I will drag them onto your sheet.
And that famous
Barry,
Dwarven hero had them.
Yes, he did. That's how he got away from all these fights. I mean, you can now know now that you know what they are. I'll actually reveal them in the chat. So all players.
Right. Well, that's what those do.
Right. What does the
Yep.
potion do? Because I kind of think that maybe I can
Well, let's see the.
I can now teleport out of places. So
Yeah.
maybe they'd be better with someone else. As much
The
as like
boots.
They just mean that you take the minimum damage
Yeah, if you get
get hit
opportunity.
from an
If you get hit.
opportunity attack.
from an opportunity attack. Oh, so you have to
You
be
take the
running
minimum
away.
damage.
I was gonna say give
Yeah.
them to Ashanti, but
So if you get hit, it's like instead of a D12, it's just 1 plus the strength
Yeah.
modifier or
yeah,
something, right?
because
That's right.
Because thinking
Yes.
about it, Ashanti doesn't really run away
she doesn't
from.
run away.
Just
No.
tends to just
No.
is head on.
Mhm.
Whereas you actively want to run away because you're likely to die. So am I, but now I can just like do my thing. Right?
Barry's got teleportation. It's true.
I
607's
think
got.
I don't have a way to get away. I don't have a way to get
You've
away.
got you've got shocking grasp.
I got shocking grasp. Well, yeah, which does do that thing. Yeah. Okay.
That's
So
true. So
Yeah.
I need
maybe
to hit.
maybe
So I
I
need to.
should give them to
Ashanti?
Hulla then,
Sorry, yeah, Hulla.
Yeah.
because then at least
Maneuvering.
Hulla can get away to heal if need be.
Well,
That's
Hulla and Ashanti, maybe they can talk amongst themselves on who's best. Maybe Ashanti doesn't want it if she needs to disengage.
And then we'll
Now
see
to
what
this potion.
We'll see what this potion
All
does.
right.
If maybe
Okay.
we swap the potion with the boots.
So you see how the how you can almost barely see the liquid there.
That's right.
Is there liquid
That's
even
what I'm
in that?
focusing
And
on.
I just drink it. No, I'm kidding.
What is?
So I'm just spend some time putting it up to the lights a little bit, shaking it up, seeing how it reacts with things.
Yeah, light passes straight through it.
Right, passes straight through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the dark pass through it though?
I just realized 607. You would know what one of these is already because you've drank one when the Duragar gave it to you.
It's the potion of invisibility.
It's right. Yeah. So
that's what I
there you
figured
go.
anyway. Okay, well that's what that is. Potion of invisibility, boots of cowardly, something or clodhoppers of cowardly retreat or whatever it was called.
Maybe you should.
They're in the
have...
items.
Yeah,
If
maybe
you click items tab, you'll see them.
Yeah, maybe we give the boots to Hulla, and if Hulla's okay with it, you have the potion then, so you can disappear.
The potion, the potion. We'll talk about the potion. Who might need it? I would definitely appreciate it, but maybe somebody else has a desire for it. So I don't want to speak just yet when it's just the two of us.
No worries. Yeah, that's. But at least we know what they do now.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I will spend the rest of the evening looking through the spell book and seeing if I can decipher anything. I know I can't copy spells into myself, but I want to see if I can understand anything that's going on with this.
Okay, yeah, sure. Make us make an
Maybe,
Arcana
maybe
check
some
to decipher.
like maybe some sort of spell scrolls or things like that, or I don't know what.
While he's doing this, because I come from Weep, which has now allowed magical items, would I be able to discern how much a spell book would sell for?
It would be dependent on the sum of its parts.
Oh no!
Would I be able
You
to make
are a sorcerer. You can't crack this, wizard. Shit, this is
I'm
so
not smart. I'm not
away
smart.
from you.
Would I
I've
be able
got
to
10
make?
intelligence.
Would I be able to make a bartering check to know the worth?
No, you would need to know the spells to know the worth. And that tiefling seems to have quite an complex cipher.
You mean they're not labeled spell level 1, spell level 2, spell level 3?
No, they're not.
This is all gibberish. I'm not making heads or tails of this.
Oh, maybe it's worthless. Do we just burn it?
We could just burn it, yeah. I mean, paper doesn't burn that great, but we could just burn it. You want to do that?
In the other room, you hear Ashanti shout, "Dinner's ready!" And there are appetizers and finger food set out, as well as a nourishing bowl of stew for everybody.
Yeah, we can burn it on the fire to keep us warm tonight.
Oh, okay, good. Here.
Yeah. Why burn it here when we can actually,
Sorry.
add to the fuel? And
What are you burning?
Oh no.
We're not. I
Okay.
have low intelligence.
I mean, but there was a shop that specialized in magic items.
Yes, Ashanti is asking, what are you burning?
Fuel for the fire.
Yeah, we found some something for the fire that would, just keep it going a little bit longer.
Okay, and do you think that this something for the fire is going to explode? Turn
Probably
into
not.
some creature that's going to attack us?
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't think so. I think it's 100% safe.
It's just paper and ink.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Give it to me right now. I don't trust either of you. You've gotten me attacked by 2 yetis today and buried in an avalanche. Hand it over.
Wait.
How did we?
How did we get you buried in the avalanche? That wasn't me.
Because y'all went.
You did.
I was very specifically standing back when that happened.
Yeah.
And I was not the one that. I did do the one yeti thing though. The second yeti was mine.
Ashanti, you did the survival. You checked the footprints and said it was potentially the Goliath.
Yeah. Yeah, we thought it was the Goliath.
So we just followed.
You told us the Goliath was in there. I mean, the Goliath was in there.
That was a big Goliath. A big hairy Goliath.
I said it was. Everybody eat dinner, and somebody take. I'm gonna take Geist a bowl of stew and a hunk of frozen dwarven cheese.
I can defrost the cheese if you want. I can defrost the cheese.
It's defrosted. It's been sitting in the kitchen. Everything's ready to go. There's pictures of the food. You can see.
It does look pretty good.
We have bread and fruit and nuts.
I don't eat, so it's okay.
A hearty stew.
I'll just read the this gibberish book here.
As I will say, as 607 mentions a gibberish book, Hulla, it reminds you still have a gibberish book of your own as well. Not so much gibberish, but it was very unusual to find that red leather tome stuffed away in an old, boring library in East Haven. Especially when this talks. What was it I mentioned? I think it was like a storybook or something. But just want to point that out that you do still have that on you.
Do I? I'm looking through my inventory now. I have no memory of this.
I remember it. You did
okay.
Took it away for yourself.
So, you might just not have added it on, but I will say this will remind you. You were looking through the library to find something on like frost druids and stuff, and you rolled a nat 20, and you found a book that was like red leather bound, and you were like, "What the heck is this?" And you pocketed it, and you even rolled a sleight of hand to make sure no one else noticed.
Didn't it have like a smudge of blood on it as well or something?
Oh, I think I remember this. I have not spent a single second thinking about it.
That's fine. I thought I'd bring it up just because it's on the same kind of track as this
conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Ashanti, Hulla, We found out what the boots do. They're boots of courageous retreat.
Courageous retreat?
Yeah, so
What
if you have to
into that,
if you have to tactically get away from an enemy for the fight, then it can't deal as much damage to you. Now,
have you not seen my fights? My
Yeah.
mother and my grandmother are standing behind me.
That's why.
If you think that I would live going through them to retreat, you're crazy. Hulla, you can have those boots. My mother would kill me herself if she thought I was retreating.
We thought
okay.
We thought because 607 can do the shock thing to try and get away, and I can just teleport. Maybe one of you two would benefit from it, and also the potion.
I'll take it. That sounds really useful.
Yeah, the potion can turn one of us invisible.
Yeah, the potion of it.
But I also remember another fact.
Be invisible, we can sneak up on something and whack it.
But I wouldn't need that because I can do that anywhere. Because I learned that from the Dwargo.
I hear the gods talking. We should listen.
Hello. You also used just detect magic on the book because you were very highly suspicious of it, and it revealed it had illusion magic all over it, and that's when you decided to try and pickpocket it. So that's in the chat what I wrote. That's what you've got on your inventory.
Okay, cool.
And yes, you're right. It was covered in blood.
Yep. All right. I'm adding that to my inventory now.
So
you can add the boots.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you can drag those onto your sheet actually. Yeah, I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
Pretty cool item. It just wouldn't benefit me. Well, it would benefit me if I ran out of spell slots, but
that's true.
Well, sorry, not spell slots. Fair steps.
And it's equipped now. Why is it giving you AC?
More than one suit of armor is equipped. That's weird.
Have you set it up as an armor, Robin?
Yeah.
Clothing. There we go.
Regardless of me getting the boots or not, we still did rock paper scissors at the top of a mountain, which is pretty cool.
Just you're happy with the fact that you did rock paper scissors?
I mean, who else can say that they've done that?
I can.
Exactly. The two of us.
There we go. Now, the potion. Who wants the potion? Does anybody actually want
someone who's good at sneaking, who wants to do like investigation type stuff?
Someone who's terrible at sneaking.
Or someone who's terrible at sneaking. That too.
Yeah, it gives you advantage on stealth checks, of course.
And I think if you're attacking an enemy, you're gonna be really good at it for the first shot.
For the one shot, and then you turn visible after that.
Yeah, if it's anything like the spell I've got, it's gonna be like you do an action and that makes you visible again.
Does anybody want it? Anybody claiming it?
I don't especially have any need for it. So if you want it, I would say go for it.
So no, Barry, do you want it?
I can do that anywhere.
You can do that anyway. Ashanti, do you want it?
Sure.
Yes.
At 607, I think it's better for you to have that because you could sneak up on somebody and get them.
So
I could.
You're both saying each other should have it. So rock paper scissors.
Okay. Whoever. Wait, wins. Is it whoever wins gets it? Whoever wins gets it?
Or because you both want each other to have it, it's whoever wins gets to give it to the other person.
Whoever wins gets to make the decision.
You gotta make with the / before the R.
Oh.
Yeah. This is our system now.
It is. This is how we do it.
So what was it?
So
I think 607 wins.
I think I win because I had the scissors.
1, 2, 3, rock, paper, scissors. You don't need to pin it. It's very easy to remember. So yeah, 6 or 7 gets rock, and Shanti got scissors. So yes,
Scissors,
6
so
or 7, you win. So you can decide what to do with it.
I mean, the selfish part of me wants it, so I think I'll take it then.
There you go.
I agree with
It's
that
done.
because the less I have to focus on in battle, the less I can deal damage.
Yeah,
If
no
I
problem.
if
It's
if
on
I
your
have
sheet.
to, yeah,
Got
if
it.
I have
Yeah, I
to
see it.
stop and think, do I do the potion? Do I hit with the halberd? Do I shoot with a crossbow? It's going to slow me down.
Makes sense.
Works for
All right
me.
then. Everyone, you can finish a long rest as you're pretty much safe as you can be inside this fortress. You've got warm heat, you've got full bellies. Some of you have got more than full bellies. Some.
Yep.
Poor guys.
In the
guys.
as part of the
Go on.
long rest, can I attempt to use my thread and needle that I have to try to repair the cold weather cloak that got damaged?
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. Give me a survival check.
Survival check.
Some
Yeah.
some people play harmonica while locked in a jail cell. Others weave clothing.
So that
Success.
would because this would be before the
successfully.
long rest was over. That'd be a 19. So, but still,
That's still a success. You're good. And
Yep.
Ashanti, your favorite cold weather clothing is all stitched back up. And Geist hands it to you through the bars.
Yep.
I'll give them an extra bit of the frozen goat cheese and bread to say thank you.
Right, and then in the morning, Geist will choose a different skill to be proficient in for the day. That's perhaps more useful.
Yeah.
All
right then. Okay. Garrett is looking a little bit better. He's got more health now, that's for sure, but he is still under like 8 levels of exhaustion. Perelu is on like 2. But Garrett does come to. He is conscious now, but he's still laying down on one of these here sleds, ready to be transported back home.
I mean, we have beds. You could have slept in the bed.
What does the weather look like?
Oh, sure. The weather is. That's not how you do it. To roll 2.
It stays as super nice.
Yeah.
Or it's clear sky.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I'll take
clear
it.
sky.
Yep.
I'll take clear sky.
Mm-hmm. That is good. Good to travel back. Won't really
Where are we going back
be
to?
harried
now?
by the weather.
Back to
Probably
King
back to
Karen?
Konig.
Yeah, I think
Konig, that's the one.
And then I think we're meeting Eve there with our money.
Yeah.
We're meeting Eve there. Okay, so we have to go meet Eve there. Okay.
And then from there we can decide whether we're going around or we're gonna have Eve take off with the rest of the stuff to go to
something
the
that might influence that, where you go and etc. Garrett, he speaks up and says, "I never got a chance to thank you all for saving me up there. But although I don't have anything of value on me here, back in Targos, I own a little scrimshaw collection that me and my husband we've gathered up over the years.
All the way back
He's probably
to
worried.
Targos?
Well,
He's probably worried sick about me.
I mean,
I say that out loud.
What wasn't the plan to from Caer Dineval try to deal with the hags and then loop round and get to Lonelywood and then head up to that prison?
To Lonelywood.
Yeah, there was some quest in Lonelywood.
Yeah,
I mean, I think the next thing we were planning to do was the hag for sure.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's like hag, and then round to East Haven, and then if we can check up on Corpse Mead before we go back to Bryn Shander to hand in the
Is Targos the one that we didn't get let into?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah, fucking Targos, that place.
And then
Yeah.
and then we we need to take the guy back to Bremen. So maybe we pass through Targos to Bremen and then come back up to Lonelywood.
Yeah.
So we gotta carry this guy with us the whole way.
Well, we got the guy from what's it called, wasn't it?
If you could.
Well,
sorry, we interrupted you there.
Well, we can send.
I can't walk.
We can send Eve again to go back down to East Haven with the guy.
So, your husband's in Targos with a collection of
Yes,
things.
Keegan.
Okay.
I would love to be reunited with Keegan. He's
Sure
worried
you
sick
would.
about me.
I would be too.
And
So that's
I'm sure we can
we take you back.
gather a
or we get
reward.
paid. Okay. We charge 500 gold a piece.
I'm just a guide. I'm not an aristocrat. But listen, if you just get me to Caer Konig, I can recover there before I travel back to Targos. If you do go via Targos, you can tell Keegan I'm here and just pick up the payment.
Yeah, do you want to write like a letter with like a signed letter or some sort of proof? Because if we just turn up and say, yeah, we saved your husband and he's told us we can have some stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's
probably a good idea.
But I think my fingers have succumbed to frostbite.
Do you have like a phrase or something we can say, or something, so he knows we're telling the truth?
Tell my childhood story.
You can give him the picture of Boy.
Boy is the dog, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And
Speaking
you
of...
remember this little cute picture of Boy.
Yeah.
Is there a way that we can get into Targos? Because we actually didn't get into Targos last time we passed by.
They might have heard of us now.
I mean, they
were
might...
suspicious about a killer on the loose. They weren't letting anyone in.
Plus,
the killer's gone now, so...
Plus, they might allow you and Barritomus in. They were suspicious of myself, Hulla, and Ashanti because, half-orc and red-haired tribesmen.
Yeah, and other stuff.
Yeah, well, they got less excuses now to stop you coming in.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this over here? What's this place? We haven't left that town yet.
That is actually where you fought the goblins. That's the iron ingots. Yeah, between the Dwarven Valley and Bryn Shander, right in between it was the yeah.
Yeah, so we want to go to Caer Konig, and then you think we should sail from Caer Dinevel to...
Yeah, because otherwise we're having to loop down through that whole thing, whereas Caer Dinevel to where the hag was is probably the shortest route.
Isn't it East Haven? Isn't East Haven where the people who know about the hag that are going to help us are? So shouldn't we go to East Haven?
Well, I don't think they were necessarily going to help us. They were going to help us recover the loot once we had dealt with the hag, but they're terrified to go near the hag. So kind of leaving that to us.
So we have to deal with the hag first, and we can send Eve with these guys to East Haven, I guess.
Well, we can use Eve, and we could probably use Eve in the fight against the hag. I would say is more useful to us there.
I would have to check her schedule.
Where's Faith? Faith was with them, and I think they could just take them back.
I believe Eve said that next week she'd be more available to help fight.
Yeah, hopefully.
I think that's what she said.
All right, so
yeah, just in case you didn't see.
Back to Caer Konig.
Chris, I rolled a polar bear again, so I'm good. Mount for the day.
Shit. Okay. Look at it. All right, nice. Yeah, you won't be dragging behind or anything.
Yep.
Cool. So we'll say that with a clear sky, it's a fairly unimpeded trip back to Caer Konig, and
Caer Konig's the one that doesn't like us, right?
Well,
or some people in Caer Konig don't like us,
right? Ever since you kind of stole the pearl off of
what's
his name? The
Right,
Dragonborn.
we need to return, well, potentially return that lantern to the Northern Lights.
The Northern Light. Yeah.
And if I know, morally it might not be the best thing, but I don't know how they're going to use it. If any of you want to, in the trinket shop, there was a lockbox with some gems or some stuff in that's probably of some value. So, and they're dead now. So, I'll leave that up to you. I sneak in myself.
Then we take it. We should take it.
There's a lockbox full of was it gemstones that were going to be made into stuff? Yeah. In the trinket shop where which kind of started us heading towards that. They got kidnapped and yeah. So if you guys want to go take that, then I mean,
yeah, I think we should go take that.
It's possible the speaker saw them whilst we were looking around, so he may have gone and taken them. But you know, if they're
if they're available, we take it. We need a fee for doing all the stuff we've done for them.
Yep.
Yeah, those two individuals, you found the woman matched the description of that trinket shop, and she was the spore servant, unfortunately. As for the man, the husband, you're not exactly sure, but there was a heavily infested spore creature in the other cage. It could have been him, but you couldn't identify the body. But in any case, yeah. All right. So in that, let me just quickly click on the box. It has. Oh, where is it? Oh, it's in a PDF.
I'm pretty sure it was in a lockbox, not a PDF.
Did I not message you this as well? Anyway, you just have to look through your messages.
I'll have a
So,
look.
have we met Eve again?
Yeah, Eve is here, waiting for you. She says, "All right, managed to get a deal on the stuff with Artana Swift and Jathra. They seem like a friendly couple. And
they don't
Faith is
hate
here
her.
as well. Exactly. Yeah, they never saw some. They didn't see her torture someone. Yeah. So, and Faith is here as well.
Where's Bits? I don't see Bits.
Bits didn't make it.
What? What happened to Bits?
To the toilet. I mean, to the toilet. Yeah. I was cleaning up. I was cleaning up pee from the Frozen Fire Expedition's floorboards, but here we go. There's Fitz, and where else are we? No, that's it. Yeah. They noticed that you've got the lantern as well. They're like, "Ooh, colorful." Are you gonna return that to Corey and Ali Showrod?
We don't really have a use for it, so we did say that we'd return it.
Well,
I'm gonna go to Farfair Expeditions while you guys are doing that.
We would have the use for the lantern, but it's not ours to have because people without dark vision are struggling.
And we did.
That's why I'm gonna go get some actual like regular lantern stuff.
We did trade it for but yeah, it's 20 gold's worth of semi-precious gems were in the lockbox.
How many?
You found it, yeah.
How much
20
did y'all get from what Eve sold?
That someone put in the chat the other day and figured it all out. Was it you?
Yeah, I put something in the chat, but I didn't know on a couple of the points, and I don't know if there was any like bargaining to boost the prices.
We can do it after session.
I'm gonna say that as well. We'll do all of that after session. I'll give you a total because it's a lot to tally up.
It's effectively sold. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then Barry's going to the
You're
speaker's
heading over to the
house.
speaker's house. Okay.
On his own, yeah.
You knock on the door. The
Um,
Trovis staggers to the door. He is drunk again. What do you want? Wait, I recognize you. You're the you're the carpenter guy, right? You come to fix the draft in my house.
I mean, I can if you want, but I'm part of the group that saved you guys from the Dwaga.
Oh. You mean the thieves?
What do you mean, thieves?
You know what I mean.
Well, we didn't really find much on them, but we found them, and we found this, and I hand him over 5 pearls. I'm sorry there wasn't more, but this is all I have from what I found on them.
Roll a persuasion check. Well, actually, I guess it's more deception, but yeah, you are actually doing a. You are doing a good.
Which one do you want then?
Let's go with deception. Anyway. Let's go with deception. It isn't truth. Okay. Well, it works out in your favor. He's like, I thought I'd lost them. Well,
I know the group were kind of thinking of keeping them, but we kind of need all the good graces of the speakers that we can. So, I decided it would be best that we return them.
Well then, thank you. You're an honorable dwarf. And he takes the belt from you. You want a drink?
I would normally say yes to that, but I think you've drunk enough, the two of us. Maybe this is actually one of the better towns we've been to. Maybe hold off on the drink and take good care of it.
That's the only thing that's keeping me warm in this frozen, blighted land.
Well, with people like us, it won't be as blighted, I hope. Just
better make my sacrifice to Oral, though. And he like leans out the front door and tips the bottle open a little, so that a tipple goes onto the snow.
Oral.
And he looks up into the sky and says,
"Yeah.
Now get off my ass, you old crone." Anyway, thanks again.
No worries.
I guess I get
care of yourself.
I best get myself sober for the meeting.
Yeah, go.
What's that, in a couple of days?
I think
so. I can't remember. I'll check my calendar. God, I need a secretary. And like he wanders off, closing the door slowly behind him.
Say hi to Imdris for us.
Waves a hand up in the air.
And I'll make my way around to wherever.
Silhouetted behind Trovis's house is the ruined castle, just complete ruins, like crumbling archways, and the tower is all but fallen over. But yeah. Okay, so you head over to the Hook, Line, and Sinker. And 607, are you doing something in Frozen Fire Expeditions, or are you just trying to sell stuff?
I need lanterns and things like that. I need light sources.
Okay. You can drag those from just pressing Control Space. Type in like bullseye, lantern, and then drag that on. It's 10 gold, and just deduct that from your total.
10 gold?
What else? I think it's 10 gold, yeah, for a bullseye. Believe it or not. It's a very useful tool. Very handy.
Can I trade my hooded lantern for the bullseye lantern?
Let's see. Oh, yeah. It's similar. You can trade it in for store credit, and then you can knock off a gold or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You can sort that out. Everyone else, you're going to the Northern Light, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Corey and Ali are here. They are overjoyed to see you've returned, and they're like, "A lantern! Oh, finally! Wouldn't have been our namesake for the tavern. Wouldn't have meant much without that thing. This is like an important part of our culture and history here. Thank you very much. I wish we had something to pay you back in, but the warm beds and meals, they're yours as long as you stay here in Caer Konig."
Geist is just outside on his polar bear.
Yeah. I'll give you free room and board.
Thank you very much.
And did you say you was going across the lake?
That's the... Yeah.
We can lend you one of the rowboats.
That would be very useful, actually, if you have a rowboat to spare.
Of course. You've done a lot for us. It's the least we can do. And yeah, she would take you down to the docks and basically show you which are theirs, and allow you to take those out to basically take a shortcut from, instead of going all the way back to Caer Dineval, you could just cut across the lake from here and reach the hag that way if you want.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And
That's very helpful. Thank you.
of course. I can return the light. You know what? Let's make a little light. I'll actually add it. Change the color. What was it? Rainbow?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And yes, the shimmering aurora of colors returns back to the front of the Northern Light. All right. So with that done, we'll kind of move you along again. Did you actually want to set out, or are you going to spend some days of downtime? What are you guys doing next?
Well, Geist still has a couple of levels of exhaustion.
Yeah,
cool.
I
Might
think
be
we
a
should.
good idea to,
Maybe
while
we
we're
should
in a
go right
safe
now.
place.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, as much as I like the idea of having a rest, I feel like we need to get this done sooner rather than later. And whilst I might not be as much help, I have a polar bear. Chances of me getting the polar bear again, I've managed to do it 3 times now, which is fairly impressive, but still. I've also managed to
I'm
get...
not sure we're going to
rope.
be able to fit in the rowboat with the polar bear.
The polar bear doesn't need to. It can swim. It can swim through the cold water. It's got swim speed. It's a polar bear.
It's true.
Yeah, I think that's
not,
the point he's making.
He's not wrong.
I was also thinking we might not have to row. We could just tie a rope around the polar bear and it pulls the boat.
That's also a pretty fun idea too. This is why I chose to pick creatures that were native to Icewindale, because imagine pulling a cheetah out of a bag of holding and then just like killing over dead from the cold. You're like, great.
Yeah.
Or not even being able to run in the snow, like, you know.
Or we force it to pull a boat and it drowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I can try and pull another animal or two to give us some extra, if anything, a meat shield. But I'll do that once we're across the.
I thought you pulled all 3 for today.
No.
No.
I've only pulled the polar bear today. The others were before the long rest.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, we had a long rest?
Yeah, we had a long rest in the camp.
In the outpost, dwarven outpost, you had a long rest.
So we did.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't.
Okay. Would you like to get on that? And we just hand wave that you set sail? Is there anything else you'd like to do before you embark?
Just trying to think. Is there anything else? Nothing.
Did we get a second long rest so Geist could clear another level of exhaustion?
Then I wouldn't have the polar bear.
Use the polar bear.
Okay.
I'm at 4 levels of exhaustion, so to be honest, I'm gonna be screwed for like at least like 3 more days before. So probably do it now whilst we've got the chance, and we've got a polar bear.
And a clear sky.
And a clear sky for traveling across, because we don't know what the weather will be like. Everything's lined up in our favor apart from my health, and to be honest, my health doesn't matter that much. So
everything's coming up, Wealgeist.
Yeah.
I look at Bits and say stay, and Bits goes and absolutely will not stay. She is not leaving us this time.
Oh. So let's take this into the cave?
Yeah. Here we go then. Let's hope none of us die this time.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's group you all up. I think... Did you say Eve would be there for the next session?
Yeah, she said... let's go up to the conversation.
Possibly. She's booked some days off because we're going to a gig on Friday. So it's possible she booked the Sunday off, maybe?
She said, sorry, Eve can't swoop in and go stabby till Sunday after this one.
That
was on Thursday.
So yeah,
so I assumed that meant this week she was out and then next week she'd be back.
Yeah, so she should be with us then.
Interesting.
If not, she can go for a swim while we deal with a hag.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want Eve there for the actual
Yeah.
hag fight. You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In case she should be, if that's where she's put.
Okay then. Just check something else. Alright. Well, in that case then we'll to find something to do in the meantime. Off to the frozen lake.
I mean...
Wasn't there a treasure at the bottom of the lake? And he's got a walrus.
No, I've only got the polar bear. I can send the polar bear looking for it this time. I could just pull another couple of things out the bag and see if they can help scout for it.
Faith says, okay, but the lake is massive. We wouldn't know where to start looking.
That is true. But I don't think the hag is going to just tell us nicely. So...
sure.
We'd have to make a deal, and then at this point, we're already in their bad graces because you didn't do the thing to bring me back.
Yeah.
So, how are we going to get her to tell us? Oh no, you're not going to do that thing you did to the people in Frozen Fire Expeditions, are you?
How do you know about that?
You weren't even there. Rumor spread.
Oral saw everything.
Oral saw everything.
Have the polar bear pin them down and then just, you know, I mean, but we've got nothing to offer because we're not going to let a hag live, right?
Well, I think it'd be someone would have to offer, and then we kill the hag if we want the treasure. Otherwise, we kill the hag and we just don't get the treasure.
Sounds like you're offering her life.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
there is that. We could beat her to an inch of her life and then.
So we do exactly what we did at the Frozen Far expeditions. We
Oh no! Oh no!
put her in a situation that she can't escape, force her to tell her what we want to know, and then we kill her.
Oh no!
Oh,
Easy.
We don't want to do that again.
There's got to be another way, right?
What do you mean you don't want to do it again? It worked so well last time. It's incredibly efficient.
But Barry's trying to be a hero, and I'm trying to be a good person, and it's just,
this is a hag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we kill her.
You
Kill
think
her.
that-
It's fine. I have no problem with that, because she's
Okay.
bad and evil and stuff. It's just, it's the
whole
So where's the moral
promising.
conundrum?
Torturing.
But no, I think it's well the torturing for one thing, but I think it's more if you tell us, we'll let you go, and then going back on that.
Yeah.
So you're worried about lying to a hag? Is the moral dilemma lying to a hag?
I think
when you say it like that, it sounds silly.
But it's more
Because
going.
really-
It's more going back on a promise than anything else.
Yeah.
It's a hag.
It's the sort of thing you get cursed for.
Yeah, and that's fine, but it's a hag. We don't know what a broken promise does. If you break a promise with a hag, the thing brought back a frost giant skeleton. Do you know what happens if you break a promise with a hag? For all I know, we all die instantly for doing so.
Hags usually make deals.
Yeah, and our deal would be you give us the information, we let you live, and then we don't let her live, so we've broken the deal.
I mean, what if we end up making a deal and killing her, and then 6 or 7 turns to flesh and bone, and we turn into robots?
That'd be weird.
You couldn't handle being a robot.
And how? But honestly, it's a difficulty. I mean, even then, like, even if we do pin her down within an inch of her life, how do we know she can't just do what like Barry can do and just teleport away?
I don't think the hero thing to do would be to make a deal with a hag to begin with.
Exactly. So
I think we'll have to be very, very careful not to make a deal. Any deal.
I feel like that kind of thing would break an oath. Never mind a deal.
I think it's making a deal with a hag is like making a deal with a fairy or a genie, where it's like it never turns out quite the way you expect, and there's always a hidden curse in there somewhere. You know?
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. Maybe I make the deal, and then you guys can do the killing.
If you want to make a deal, 6 or 7, you make a deal.
I remember once hearing about someone who made a deal with a hag, and they lost all access to their magical capabilities because it broke some sort of core law within inside them or something.
I don't think that'll happen to me.
Yeah.
My core reasoning doesn't depend on me being honest with a hag.
I think I've heard that as well. I believe it was a paladin who threw away his oath book and didn't bother to read it.
But
I'm not a paladin.
I know, but I mean, you do what you've got to do, 607. It's kind of your thing, but again, I feel
it's worked so far.
Yeah.
Yes,
all right.
And it's also caused people to hate and fear us, which doesn't exactly help. Like it helped with them, but we didn't need to kill them, for example.
We didn't threaten anybody else. We didn't torture anybody else. Besides, a little bit of fear is not a bad thing.
Let's go speak to that. Well, let 6 or 7 speak to the hag, and then we'll do what we have to do. Going off that. So we're going there for conversation, but with intention of killing.
And I guess 607 can't. I mean, I suppose 607 could promise the life, but you know, I don't think that kind of works unless we're all making that deal.
Yeah. So maybe it's just not life. It's more whatever 607 wants to do.
Yeah.
Maybe I promise that I don't kill her.
Possibly. I'm
Maybe.
going to roll to see if I get any at least one more useful animal. Okay, really liked polar bears.
Wow.
What
Can I get 2 though? Can you?
No, I don't think I can have 2 of the same.
So you have
right,
to roll
Chris?
again.
No. Right.
Why not?
Well, because they recharge every day, and so that polar bear, he's already taken the polar bear out, and
Yeah, you use that Pokemon.
there's only 10 in. Right. You're not
Oh
spawning.
my god.
What the fuck? He's not spawning randomly. What it is? He's going into the bag and picking out a
I'm
fuzzy
picking out.
ball.
Oh, right,
And he
right.
can't tell what one that is, but he's throwing it out, and then it turns into that animal. Okay,
Okay.
mountain goat. There you go.
Mountain goat.
Otherwise, 3 polar bears would be like ridiculous.
That would have been ridiculous.
I would be a god. Like I'd just be like,
Yeah.
you know what? Screw it. That hag's dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I would like to see. Can we do that?
Are we doing
Guys
one?
just walk in.
Are we doing one more when we get up into the caves, or?
You know what? I mean, what are the chances we're going to need it for anything else today? Why not?
Walrus.
Direwolf. There you go.
There's the direwolf you fed in here, the piece of jerky.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, he's come back. yeah,
Yeah.
I remember you guys.
Right. He sort of just looks at those two and then looks at the goat and it's just like, I mean, the goat's probably going to be cool. I mean, it helped 607 in the fight with the ogre zombie that we did.
If the mountain goat is the MVP of the fight now, you'll regret saying that.
I will. I will. But I mean, let's head in, I guess.
Let's check for harpies first. Let's check for the harpies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yes, you can roll a perception check, looking around, or even hearing.
I'll do my best.
Isn't the point with the harpies though is you want to fail the perception check?
Hold on.
So I'm doing good. If you hear it, it's bad.
I got a natural 20.
You did, which means I need to check something else as well.
All the dice are shadows for me as well, by the way.
I can see
that's
that.
probably a reload.
Oh, okay. Let me reload. I've been having some issues all day anyway, so.
Okay. Alright. We'll do that. Wow. Interesting. Alright. There are harpies. They've been circling you this entire time. But they haven't moved in or sung or even attacked. They seem to be just silently watching you. And when you actually arrive on the shoreline once again, you see just the faintest flicker of a light. It's coming from one of these tunnels, and it seems to be like bobbing up and down, closer and closer, and then it suddenly disappears as it's getting closer. And what you end up seeing is there's an icicle on the edge of the cave, and it seems to like snap and break as if something's knocked into it, and it just kind of like falls away. And there's still nothing that really happens, but you sense that there was a creature like looking at you. You're being watched.
I mean, the last time we were here, she led us to her with like a light, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she may not be.
One that you...
I don't know. Anyway, I point that out, and I point out the harpies, which are circling us from above still. So, well,
They were. They fly down, and they kind of land on the interior of the tunnel here. and they sort of screech out.
You've returned. Come to see our mistress. Yes.
Yes.
You brandish weapons. Summon creatures.
Well, the polar bear...
Perhaps you're not here to talk.
The dire wolf is my seeing eye dog. It helps me in the dark because I can't see in the dark, and the polar bear is so I don't have to walk because I got hit by an avalanche, and the mountain goat was just an accident whilst I was trying to get the wolf out.
607 wants to talk though.
Yeah,
607 does want to talk.
We're here to listen. Listening.
Yeah, you can roll a deception check. The both of you.
Okay, dice.
Is it deception check? 607 does want to talk to her.
Yep, with ill intention. And so you're trying to deceive them. It's not a lie, but that's not what deception is. It's trying to pull the wool.
I mean, even if it is persuasion, it'd be the same roll with persuasion anyway. So
there you go then.
Anyone got the guidance?
Geist is also on a 0.
I'm so close to passing it.
Wow, guidance is helping out here. Jeez.
I'm 1 point away from passing that. 6 or 7 passed it well enough.
That's all I got.
They say,
Trixie, we know what you're up to. Oh, Grizzlebone is going to grind up your bones. I look forward to gnawing on them myself.
She flaps away
We've
into
killed
the cave.
yetis. We're not afraid of you.
Guys just sort of looks for a moment. It's like Grizzlebones.
Yeah, that was her name, wasn't it?
What's her name?
Granny Grizzlebone.
Is that her name?
Maud Chiselbone. These harpies don't know.
Oh. Okay, I thought they were hinting that there was something else in there that was gonna.
It's Chiselbone, but these
Okay.
harpies aren't the smartest.
So we want to climb up the same way as before then, or do we want to work our way around the river and climb down the waterfall?
Oh yeah, there's the thing here, right?
Yeah, you got 3 entrances. 4 actually. One of them's obviously a dead end with a wolf, but you can pick whichever direction you want to go.
I think if we want to keep the animals with us, we have to go in one of the main ones because they probably will have a tough time climbing up the waterfall.
Yeah.
Is it up the water? I'm pretty sure
It would be down the
Agreed.
waterfall. But yeah, let's go in through the main entrances and try to keep an eye out for that.
It's down.
Whereas
it'd be up still, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas last time we had to climb up the cliff into the harpy's nest and went that way.
Before we go, we need to secure the rowboats so they don't drift away while we're in here.
I figured we'd already done that.
Assuming
Yeah,
did
we
that,
assume we
but
did
yeah,
that, yeah.
I saw a hand wave that. That's cool. All right. Which entrance is it? Top, middle, bottom?
This one? I think this is the one we came out of last time though.
Oh yeah, because there's a log leading up to it.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, I'll just grab all of you there. I'm gonna copy you and paste you in. Much easier. Man, it's been a while since we've returned to Cauldron Caves, but it is just as freezing, just as eerie as you're approaching. Oh no, the bottom one. You enter into a hungry, wolf's cave. Good job, guys.
I think we have a wolf on us.
Yeah, I just sort of look at them and just sort of look at my dire wolf and my polar bear and just sort of look at the wolf and pull out some rations and go, and Geist was just gonna say, we can do this the easy way and I give you some food and we just go on our way, or you can join, my friends will deal with you.
It sees the absolute army of individuals. It's clearly cornered, and its hackles lower down, and its demeanor seems to shift.
Yeah.
And yeah, it does cautiously look at you for the food.
Yeah, I chuck it some of my rations.
It grabs it and quickly scampers away into the crevices of its little
Right.
den.
Let's continue.
Yep, this is a dead end. So
Alright, let's go in one of the other entrances, I guess. But
So down the waterfall, so the animals don't have to climb a cliff.
there you go then. Sure.
yeah, sure.
Sounds good.
I mean, the animals won't be able to get back up the waterfall, but
They can go out the one of the other routes, but but then there's the bridge.
yeah, that's what I mean. It'll be a climb up otherwise.
Well, the polar bear could potentially smash through the ice and swim underneath and up the waterfall that way.
That's true. Drag the
Direwolf
direwolf through.
I'll be honest. It's at this point is when the decision making actually matters, because you get to this lake regardless, and this is the two entrances you remember. You either go under the bridge and around the back, or you go through this passageway which has all the grisly gore, and this is where you met the frost giant, little Ulf.
Are we on the map?
I'm still outside.
I'm still outside too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, this is
going across the ice seems dangerous, but also going through there also seems dangerous. But it's the more direct route. So, what do we think?
It is the direct route, but hopefully that thing won't be back.
Yeah.
We can hope.
Oh, the water elemental, you mean?
No,
that's not
no, the frost
Frostmaiden?
thing that killed me.
Did we kill it? Faith asks.
We did. I'm pretty sure you guys said you did.
We smashed
Yeah, we
it to
did.
pieces. Me and 607 finished it off. Pretty sure.
Yep.
I mean, it was technically dead, but we sort of ground what bones there were to dust, right?
It's at that moment all of you hear a thunderous crack sound coming from deep within the cave.
I don't like the sound of that.
A lake. It just sounds like a frozen lake just smashed, and you can hear like water like splashing around and
Oh no.
and dripping off of walls.
There were more frost giants under that. Let's move quickly through the tunnels and hopefully we can get her.
Let's move. Let's move quickly. Don't want to give her time.
You hear the squawking of harpies in the distance.
This way.
You can hear more Chiselbone beginning to sing her song once again.
I can't move the polar bear, but I can move me and the wolf.
Oh yeah, I'll just stick him on follow.
Definitely not being at the front again.
I'm probably gonna swap to riding on the wolf and have but then again the wolf has the pounce and the attack tactics. Okay, let's stick on the polar bear.
I don't see Bits again.
Bits is next to you.
Bits is
It's
right
there.
now.
This is there. This is.
Okay, I
This was
just
following you.
refreshed. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Okay, let's.
I'm gonna light my bullseye lantern.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So I can
stay
see.
riding polar bear, but I don't know if you want to put the polar bear on follow for me or.
You
Yeah,
want
it's on follow.
even the shanty at front, or
Yeah.
with
Makes
the
sense.
animals?
Well, I need the polar bear in order to move, but the wolf can go up the front
And the guards.
and the goat. Oh no, wait! I could ride the goat. Can I ride the goat? Or am I
Yes.
too big to ride the goat? Okay, I'm gonna ride the goat, and the polar bear and wolf can be up front.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Oh my god.
I mean, it's isn't a large creature, is it? And you're not a small creature.
No. But 607 rode it earlier. Fine, I'll stay on the polar bear.
I'm gonna gesture them all to stay there for a moment and be quiet, and I'm gonna go ahead and just see if I see anything up in this room. Oh, I'm dragging them all behind me, but I'm just gonna come look and see if I see. This is hysterical. If I see, or I know, but do I hear anything coming from the top or the side? I guess north or south.
Yeah. Yes, you do. You hear the singing of more Chiselbone.
Sleep, my darling tiny one, tucked within your bed so tight. Else the old grey wolf will come and grab you by your side.
Creepy.
I sort of looks at his wolf.
I would like to cast Eyes of the Grave, or use my Eyes of the Grave to see if there's any undead creatures whose existence isn't in. So it's only 60 feet, but
60.
Just to see if there's anything beyond. 60 is not very much in the tunnel system.
Not in your immediate area. Actually, tell a lie. Yes, there is. There is something directly above your heads.
Above.
You cannot see it. It is a presence that is like glowing there. It's sort of bobbing up and down, but there is absolutely an undead presence right above your head.
I'm gonna point that out to the others, and I'm gonna look up.
It's probably that spirity thing that she had previously. I guess.
Is it something we can blast or shoot or?
That spellcasters might be able to.
607 using the bullseye lantern, right?
I'm trying to get it to work. It's not.
So this is how you do it. So you go to, if you double right click your token, you can set a light radius on light, and it's 60. And then you'd set the emission. You set the emission angle to be like 30 degrees, or something like that. And then as you rotate your token, it kind of reveals it. What's the actual site?
It's a 60-foot cone.
It is a 60-foot. Okay.
Yeah.
Give you a bit of a bigger angle there. So yeah, it should be something like that. I've given like 60 dim, 30 bright. But yeah, now you've got like a cone. You can actually rotate your token around like
607 has become a lighthouse.
How do I rotate the token?
Oh, you can use you hold down Shift or Control, and use the scroll wheel. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how all the other animals got bullseye lanterns on them, but
all of us have bullseye lanterns for some reason.
Yeah.
I think when 607 initially used the bullseye lantern, I think it worked as like a template that put it on all of us.
Oh, you know what? That's exactly what
happened.
That's what
happened. Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, that's all right. I can clean it up. But yeah, so we have. Is this the marching order you'd like as you come around the corner?
I'm on the polar bear at probably not sort of middle-ish, I guess. Wolf's going to be at the front with Ashanti. And I guess Eve and Eve would also be at the front, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had Eve following Ashanti.
And then me and polar bear in the
Gotcha.
And Goat can also be near the front, I guess. No, Goat can cover the rear. Goats can cover the rear.
Cover the rear. Got it.
607's not a goat.
I'm still the rear.
Hiding there. You're on top. Faith is going to be at the back. And Hulla, where would you like to be?
I'm okay on the back side here.
Yeah.
I mean, on the
like
back.
middle back.
Middle back, yeah.
Gotcha. All right. This looks like everything is set then. What else do we need? Oh yeah, you hear the clatter and creak of bones, and again the kind of sloshing of water and chunks of ice like hitting and bouncing off of each other.
I don't like that.
Almost like
She's trying to psych us out. Don't listen to it.
I'm hoping it's just psyching us out, but let's try to deal with her sooner, and then if it is a spell, it'll probably break the spell, right? That's how you deal with spells, you kill the caster.
Usually. I think so.
He'll snatch you up between your teeth, if on the bed's edge you sleep, and drag you to the forest deep, beneath the quaking tree.
you hear this is very close now, just around the corner. You can hear this is singing.
Well,
coming
I
from.
I kind of feel better in that because I don't see any quaking trees about. So I think
It's
we're good.
where I'm going to be burying you after this. Or maybe I'll just let your body sink to the bottom of the lake.
Wait.
Why have you come here?
Oh, I think I spoke too loud. 607 wanted to speak to you.
Speak. Speak your words, then. I can hear you just fine from here.
Private conversation would be better.
Can I at least meet you? I've not met you yet.
Ashanti goes around the corner. Oh, you're brave. And you see a massive skeletal giant lumber its way towards you and basically fill this entranceway, blocking you from getting any further. And Chiselbone remains kind of hunkered down behind the cauldron, using it as like cover. And you can just about see her slimy hair like seaweed, her bulbous eyes flickering in the firelight. Two harpies are also perched up on higher ledges around the cave itself. They are fully prepared for what's about to go down, it seems. Speak.
Okay. Speak. I'm not the one who wants to speak to you. That's 607. But I don't think he's going to come around the corner unless you back off the skeleton horse thingy. Is that a centaur?
What?
No.
This is a frost giant, dearie.
Oh,
not even
I'm sorry. I'm used to them being bigger. So it kind of just looked like it was, just crawling on all fours and, poor thing. I feel sorry for it.
This is one of the ancient bones. These frost giants were laid under this lake for centuries.
607, do you want to come around here? Like, not to the front.
Okay, I've named this one Big Bertha.
What was the previous one called, just out of curiosity?
Little Ulf.
Oh.
He served me well.
Oh, well,
until you broke him into pieces.
You didn't have to go to the front, but okay.
I guess that's why
her cauldron. You can hear her cauldron bubbling away.
Will Big Bertha let me by so we can have a conversation in private?
You can roll a persuasion check, 6 or 7. See if she's even swayed. She says, I don't rightly trust any of you. I don't know what your plan is here, but you've clearly come heavily armed and with a few more friends this time.
Alright, fair enough. I'll back away.
We wanted the treasure.
Well, you can speak just fine from there, but
yeah, you could hear me from way back here as well. So I'd rather not be right up in the giant's face, if that's all the same to you.
You want treasure. I've already told you what I wish for all that in return.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I've forgotten. What did you tell us?
There was a family.
The Kelson family.
This was
Oh,
Their two children.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
we decided we couldn't do that after we met the kids.
To be fair to me, I did want to bring the kids back to you.
Yeah,
And I
that's
see
true.
you figured out a way to save your little friend after all. You're foolish to come back here, you know that.
Is there anything
We
else
just
you
fought
want?
yetis. We're not the smartest group. But we're a well-armed group.
Is there
They're very
anything else you're after, but not children?
What I want is for you to all leave. You're
Oh,
clearly much too goody two-shoes to obviously doing any dealings with me.
I mean, I would say that for most of us, but 607, I mean, he tortures people, he's willing to kill people at the slightest drop of a hat. He'll probably make some sort of deal with you.
Yeah, we
That's actually true.
Yeah, we tortured people.
You want a deal, then?
Well, 607 does, but treasure would be nice.
Well, I'm running low on stocks here. My pantry is a bit thin. You've scared away all those sailors, I think, with the horror stories and what's really going on here. I've not seen any fishermen out on the lake ever since you left.
I mean, you know,
spreading little dirty rumors, have we?
I mean, people dying on a lake, you know, you take back their bodies to their families, they're gonna be like, shit, that lake's dangerous. Probably don't want to go out on that.
In fairness, we did come up here because everyone was too scared to come up on the lake. You can hardly blame them when people start disappearing.
Well, it's either that or they'll starve to death. The fish are the only thing they can live off these days. And they have such a disgusting taste.
I mean,
nothing like fresh human off the bone.
I'm pretty sure we did trade them some goats, so they've got goats. I think that was them.
That'll only keep them so long.
But
once the goats die out, so will they. Oh yeah, 607. This whole area, you can see where the lake has been smashed open and something has emerged.
I'm trying to sneak around.
You know, there is one town that would probably want to deal with you. I mean, based on their actions so far. I mean, don't know if you've heard of the town of Goodmead. I mean, you're from around the area, but recently they've started using vulture bees, vulture wasps, something like that. So, you know, they're not against, you know, doing what is necessary to survive, whatever it takes, you know. So, you know, there could be.
Well, then maybe I'll make a deal with them for the sunken treasure of Lackdinashire. But it seems you don't have much to offer me. Unless any of you are thinking about having kids anytime soon. In which case, your firstborn will do just fine.
I mean, the guy just sort of goes, does it have to be a human child?
Yes.
Oh,
we went over this.
I mean.
Oh, yeah, we.
Guys are just like.
It's all kinds of fucked up, by the way.
I
know.
I see you around there.
And she didn't even look, by the way. You're looking at her, Ashanti. She doesn't actually tilt her head. It's almost like her eye twitches slightly. Like she's seeing through something else. And 607
Yeah, just trying to stay away from Big Bertha. I'm not a fan of big giant things like that. So.
Just
I'm trying to keep it from getting a bone to chew on. Sorry, my dog really likes bones to chew on.
Yeah.
So guys, I don't think that she's gonna deal with us or give us the treasure. So
just
what now?
You won't. If you won't make a deal, then you'll never get treasure, will you?
Yeah, and there are ways and means, but just for the sake of curiosity, were you just going to tell us where the treasure was, or were you going to like magic up the treasure from the depths?
How stupid do you think I am? If I just tell you where the treasure is, then you have no further need of me.
No, but I meant as the deal, you know. That's why I wasn't sure what the deal was.
You'd get the full trunk. All its contents would be yours. I would simply go fetch it for you.
How good are you?
Leave it on the shoreline.
How good are you at counting your bodies? Like, I could trade you an abacus.
A abacus?
A thing for counting. So you can count your bodies.
Oh, I count just fine.
Okay.
I've got many fingers, and she lifts up like a necklace of human hands. See, I can count all the way up to 30.
What about black crystal ice that has strange properties?
You're speaking of Shardlin.
Yes.
Funky stuff, that.
Yeah, I was
I've
thinking.
Seen it before.
I was thinking of trying to make some arrows out of it, if I'm honest, or something like that. Not sure what it will do, but the dwarves seem to be able to work with it, so I thought I'd give it a go. But
well, it's of no use to me.
That's a shame. We've got some, about. I thought, something valuable for something valuable, and it magic-y stuff. Maybe if you added your stew, it would help. Like secret spice.
Shardlin stew, crunchy. Don't want to break a tooth. That stuff's malleable, but it's not edible.
Nah, fair enough. I'm no expert.
Although you could try shoving it inside other, limbs, I suppose. Anyway, I didn't come here. You didn't come here to talk about properties of junk. So.
That's a fair point. Properties. We have just recently acquired a Dwarga fortress that we could lease to you for the treasure. You'd have a much bigger space for, raising the dead, having harpies scout above it.
Yes,
perfect.
I've got a fresh supply of frost giant skeletons here. I can move all of them.
You could take them over there.
Not too much to shift.
I mean,
they could take themselves over there.
You know how heavy this cauldron is?
I mean, you've got a giant. Have one of them carry it.
Yes, that's true. But dwarven fortresses are so drab. Did you notice the boring architecture? It's all grey and...
Yeah, but there's some cool spike traps and places where you could have your I don't know if you have a frost giant archer or even with their gaze you could have them situated in the right place,
Yeah, it's got its own tower that is good for lookout. Imagine freezing the bodies before they even get there and then just dragging them in.
It sounds very remote. How am I going to get my food source? No one's going to come visit a fortress.
Well, the Dwarga did. You'd have so many...
The Dwarga probably are going to come back if you'd eat Dwarga. They're kind of humanoid.
They're a little tough, but... yeah, they cook pretty well. Wait. Do we have a deal here? Or are you going to just... You're going to bring me dead Dwarga bodies? Is that what's going to happen here?
Oh
Well,
no, we've
no,
had
it
this
was-
talk of
it-
giving dead bodies and
It was more that the fortress, the Wild are probably going to go back to try to, reclaim it. And if you've got your frost giant waiting, they're just going to be able to.
Faith mentions.
Are we landlords now?
Faith mentions. Didn't one of them get away? I think they might have told everyone. If they did get back, they might have told everyone that we invaded it and that place is a lost cause.
I mean, if they sent, surely they just no. There's the one guy who got away, teleported. Remember? But I mean, but they could. But that's the point. Like, they'll want revenge on us, so they'll come back and they'll probably come in greater numbers. That's what they say. They scare easily, but then they come back in greater numbers.
Right. I see.
I mean, I don't think you're going for this, are you, Maud? This is just speculation at this point, but I don't know if this feels like... Is this bargain potentially going anywhere?
This fortress sounds like it's free for the taking, if I'm honest.
I mean,
nothing stopping me getting and going right now.
I mean, there's us.
I mean, yeah, we cleared it, so it's technically ours. But we could sign it over to you.
Then it'd be all official, like, rather than you just squatting.
You think I care about official deeds and contracts living out here in a cave?
Well, that's the point.
To one of the shelves.
You'd be able to have, like, nice warm beds. I mean, there's some, like, stuff going on with, like, there's alchemy equipment there. There's, like, spike traps for killing people. It seems like an upgrade. And you'd be able to do it officially, so if anyone comes and is like, hey, you don't belong here, you can be like, yeah, I've got the deed. I'm allowed to live here. And then they'd have to go away.
She gestures to a shelf of, like, fishing licenses and says, those are all the dead fishermen's licenses. And I just use them as toilet paper now to wipe my ass.
Right.
So that's how much I give a shit about your deeds.
Can I just say, are you guys going to give anything of yourself to this hag, or can we just begin
I mean, the one thing I would give, I don't think I can, so...
Because this isn't going anywhere. We're going
let's just... 607, did you want to try to make, like, your own personal deal, or do you think that's not going to work either?
Oh, I think I'm done.
Okay, so fight now?
Maud Chilsbone's picking her nose as you're talking. It's like, right, finally. I was getting hungry.
Right,
and she claps her hands. Big Bertha, crush them. And I think that's where we will have to end.
I was just... Oh, that was just going nowhere, and
I know. I was mostly just dragging it on a little bit so that because I knew Chris would end it, and I just wanted a little bit of a longer session.
yeah. I mean, with Eve, if you want Eve to be there.
Yeah.
I think Yaz has just got home as well.
Oh, shit.
I think I just heard her. But yeah, we can end session there, and I'll make sure that she's here for next session. I'll make sure that whether she is or not. Yeah. Let's end there. We're gonna fight a hag. Awesome.
And some harpies.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
Hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.
Yep. See you all next week. Bye for now.